Hey, this is just Jared drinking Powerade. Yep.
This is Bryce Lindsay drinking Muscle Milk.
And I'm Joshua B. Easy. And this is the Takeoff Anytime Podcast. All right. Today, everybody, is a special, very, very special episode.
This is why we're packed in here.
Yeah, you see it, right? This is our Battle of the Sexes episode. Can I get a round of applause, everybody?
What?
Anybody? Okay.
We clap like golfers.
So first off, I'm going.
Why would you clap? Because you a man? And you tell us to clap?
Wow.
Shut the fuck up.
We got
Who's going with the theme of
we
that?
got Caitlyn
All right.
Jenner in here already.
So first off, I'm going to introduce everybody. All right, starting to the far left, we have Miss Shalonda.
Gang, gang.
All right, in the middle of her, we got Miss Squeezy Hodgins, Yvette.
Wow.
Whatever you want.
Way off. Event works.
Yeah. And returning for the third episode that she has been on, my sister from another mister, my road dog, my nigga, Miss Portia at Baltimore.
He gave
That
her
is
Steve Harvey.
I
intro.
feel like it was supposed to be like
That's not my
cheering
name.
after that.
I'll add it in post. I'll put it in post.
Well,
y'all
y'all
really
lames
want-
and shit, so y'all was supposed to be the fucking sidetrack.
That was not fucking addressed before we
That's
started
why I
this.
was my own.
That's why I said applause.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's
how
why
you
he
do, you roll
said-
like this. You be your own audience.
I thought this was graduation
All night.
graduation rules. Where you don't clap until everyone walks. One of those situations.
Is that a thing?
That is a thing.
That's
How
not
was
a
it?
thing because in black
It don't work.
graduations, everybody cheers
That's 'cause-
as soon as they walk
Because
across
black
the
people don't know
stage.
how to calm down, don't know how to
It
wait.
don't work.
Disrespect.
There's instructions.
Can you,
No, he's silly talking.
Yeah, you gotta get closer so we can hear you really well.
can you hear me better now?
Yes, I can.
I.
All right. All right. So like we said, this is the Battle of the Sexes episode, okay? This episode first came about when Jared called out Portia. So,
Did
you
I
know,
know?
Yes,
You did.
What I say?
I don't even remember.
See?
you said,
remember.
I believe you said that you would kick Portia's ass or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
It was
he
totally
did.
uncalled for.
Was it-
Yeah, it was
unprovoked.
completely
Yeah.
uncalled
Doesn't
for.
sound
I
like
wasn't
Battle
even
of the
here.
Sexes. That sounds
Was
like
it over the
domestic
belt?
violence.
I know they make it sound everything I say on this show. They take it out of context. Like I'm really out there beating down women. Like I'm the new 2008 Jack the Ripper. Like I'm not out here killing women.
Jared the Ripper?
All right, I
I was
Don't-
just about to say
Don't put that
I.
on me. Don't put that on me.
Even though Jared did get divorced because he was beating his ex-wife.
That
Oh, God.
has
Don't
yet to
start
be
He
rumors
proven.
gives
now.
bad press.
I'm just joking.
I know.
Oh,
Like,
man.
Wow.
yeah,
Is that false news?
that is false
It's
news.
false.
It
That
sounds
is
like
totally
true
false
news.
news.
It would actually make a lot of
I've
sense.
literally never hit a woman
Alternative
before.
facts. That was
I've never hit a
There
woman
you
before.
go.
Jared, I recall you beating me up a lot as a child.
That was friendship taps.
It's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
Moving right along, abusive Jared.
Anyways. Battle of Sexes is shit gonna get physical.
Right. So the whole main topic of this podcast is the double standard between men and women and the other things that we just don't fucking like about each other. Okay?
No, that's what we were doing.
I'm saying.
Okay, I'm going with the flow.
I feel like there's a lot of hate coming from the men's side of this already.
Why you say that?
Because they didn't assume that there's a lot of shit that men and women don't like each other. You're the one who said it.
I didn't.
There
see
is a lot of
that.
things that men and women don't like about each other, especially, you know, how men look relatively different and treated different, like, especially in the eyes of the law. You know, it's like,
I don't know, man.
Explain.
See, but you have a unique situation. You have a unique stance on that, though.
I mean, where
If you're talking about what I
do
think you're talking about.
where do we start? I mean, yeah, we could talk about how, you know, when it comes to parenting, how our fathers are treated, like highly unfavorable when it comes to
Talking about how generally, you know, the mother automatically gets custody of children.
right, and men basically have to fight for everything when it comes down
And
to kids.
usually men are the ones paying child support.
Yeah.
Typically, yeah.
Granted,
you know,
those two are linked, but
right, and how I think it's most states are majority women's states, and everything is by default the woman's until a man fights for it.
I agree with you. I just had this conversation the other day.
Yeah.
And it might surprise you that I agree with you, but I do.
Right.
I've been saying the same thing my whole entire life. Like, even when it comes to raising kids, you know, and a kid is fucked up, the first thing they say is, it's because his daddy not in the life. Instead of saying his mom is fucked up. it seems like it's a sad thing or a scary thing to say a woman is fucked up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's an interesting take on it because, on one hand, when you do have a family with a good mother and a good father, the father is the one who kind of gets left out as far as custody goes. But stereotypically, at least, when there's a case where one of the parents has just up and left, usually that's the father as well. So,
But see, there's a lot of circumstances that fall behind that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can't just generalize it and say like all fathers just up and leave because it's a lot of circumstances that drive men out of the house.
Yes, a lot.
Especially we can start with not wanting a kid in the first place and should keep it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, we talked about that a couple episodes.
yeah, we
ironically
did.
enough.
What's your feeling?
We did.
I want to know what's your feelings on that?
On what?
On women driving men out the house.
What do you mean?
Come a little closer to the
I mean,
mic.
what do you mean? My take on it, like,
I mean, how you
like
feel?
it's different reasons. Like, I can't just generalize and say all men just up and leave for no reason. There's two sides to every story. And like you said, good parenting or whatever, good is relative. Like
It's an
humor,
opinion,
like
really.
beauty, like importance, like knowledge. It's all relative. It's based on your experience. We tend to base our experiences and then we supersede them and superimpose them on other people. So like I said, like men up and leave it. I know men who's raising their kids right now because the woman up and left.
Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 thing when you just brought it up and I start thinking about who I know, it was 50-50. People are fucked up. That's just it. There's no understanding it. It's just people are self-centered, egotistical, and that's just it. And society helped them, and social media helped that. Like everybody want to be important for nothing.
That's true.
Well, and I like that you brought that up too, because I mean, generally when you think about deadbeats, the phrase I think most people think about automatically is deadbeat dads, but it is important to now acknowledge that it happens on the other side of the coin too, that you do have moms that up and leave.
And it's even worse when it's the mother because it's supposed to be a spiritual bond.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be a spiritual connection. You share the body for almost a year, so there should be some type of connection.
Right.
But like they said, blood don't make you kin.
I think it's even worse too when deadbeat moms stick around, because there are deadbeat moms that stick around. Like, you're a horrible mother, but you continue to sit there and parent this child and don't let the father in. That happens all the time.
Yeah, or repeatedly reject the father. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy how there's so many, women out here who want a dad, a father to their child, and basically will beg for the father to be in their life. But then on the flip side, when there's men who wants to be a part of the child's life, there's women, who will continue to block the man out.
Yeah, because he don't want to be with me, so he ain't gonna get to be with this.
Exactly.
Below the
That's
belt
retarded.
thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I call below the belt thinking.
Right.
That's just like
that's
in
my
that
situation.
case of that just happened. The former Playboy Bunny, who's going through the custody battle with her child spot. Now, I don't know behind the scenes situation, but she jumped from the building with her 7-year-old son.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
So you take
This
yourself.
happened yesterday.
Just yesterday, really?
Jeez.
Well, I think it was a couple of days ago, but it's
Still.
more recent, and it just
I hadn't
happened
even
within
heard
the
of
last.
that.
Yeah,
Me neither.
and so I honestly don't care what the father was like. You're not a good mother if you take your child's life.
Man, that's
Period.
crazy.
Yeah.
Even if he was, let's say that he was abusing you and your child.
I wonder if he's a pedophile though. So
Right.
we don't know about that.
So, but you would still
That's another
at
topic
least
we're
try
gonna
to
bring up,
take
too.
try to take the kid out of the situation, but not out of the world. If you don't want to be around, that's one thing. But you need to inform somebody. He don't need to be with the
See,
kid.
I said the same thing.
everything
I
else.
have 3 kids.
You
I have
can't
a
do that.
25-year-old, a 23-year-old, and a 21-year-old. And I raised them by myself. And I sat and thought, when I read that, what would make me be that selfish? Where
That's all it is.
I would not want my child to be anywhere near his father. So I did a little research. He got a little money. Okay. And you know with money come weird shit. Okay.
True, true.
So I start thinking, okay, wonder if it's that weird ass pedophilia family type shit. We don't know. We'll never know. Especially with people with money, they gonna ask, we gonna hear about this story. Everybody gonna think about this. Next week, tomorrow, Trump gonna say that he shouldn't eat it, and everybody gonna watch that, and we gonna forget all about this shit.
Right.
And we gonna be like, I wonder what Trump's shit tastes like.
But see, I got it on
we are.
the. I have it on the opposite side. My parents were going through a divorce, and I guess you can say a custody battle. My mother committed suicide, and we were left with my dad. So I got it from the other way. She didn't take everybody out. Mm-hmm. I still think it was selfish because I never got that. I don't understand it. Mm-hmm. But that's what happened.
But see, that's the thing too with black people and mental health, man. Yeah. We was just talking about this the other day. Mental illness. Black people refuse to admit that they have mental illness.
Oh yeah.
You can see it, you hear it. It's in our families. We watch it. All you say is they crazy. So and so a little off.
I think it goes a lot.
Help.
It goes a lot deeper than just mental illness. I mean, black people in general don't go to the doctors when they have something wrong.
Shit,
you know
I do.
Like you
should see my medical record.
You said it on your comedy skit that you did a few weeks ago when you had said that.
Oh, at first,
black folk, like you didn't go get your shit checked. You know what I'm saying?
You could tell it was my nuts. When my nuts was hurting at first, I was like, nah, I'm gonna walk this off. Yeah, and then like after that third week, I was like, I should probably go make sure they're okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
walk it off
like for my father died of prostate cancer at 49. Now that's relatively young for a man to die of prostate cancer, and he did it because he had got it. You know, I don't know how old he was when he got it, but obviously he was like within his 40s, maybe 30s. I don't know how long he was living with it, but he never got it checked. You know what I'm saying? Until it was too late, and then he died. And a lot of people in the black community do that. They don't want to admit to the illness.
I got a whole nother take on this. Because my mom just passed away in October from cancer. She found out she had small cell lung cancer, which don't come from smoking cigarettes. Mm-hmm. It is predisposed from asbestos. Oh, okay. Wow. So what we finding out about cancer is one, it's like a deficiency. It's really new. We don't know, but some are genetic, some aren't. Mm-hmm. Some people are just predisposed. There's people just like they're finding out there's people who predispose from even contracting AIDS. The medical industry is a trip.
Oh yeah.
We are big dollars. Mm-hmm. When my mom found out she had cancer, she had one chemotherapy and she died 3 weeks later. Mm-hmm. Wow. In my arms. So I have a weird take on this because I've lost umpteen, since me and him been together, umpteen family members from cancer, and every cancer that they had was not hereditary. Mm-hmm. It came from something. Mm-hmm. So it's something that they're not telling us, which I already know is the food, processed food. I mean, everybody love McDonald's. They want to say it's smoking cigarettes. That's bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Because I know people who smoke cigarettes for 50 years still don't have cancer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People who quit smoking died. So it's like my grandfather, he died of emphysema. It's because he worked in a coal mine, not because he smoked cigarettes. Right. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not just about checking up on yourself. It's about eating healthy, doing right. Like your whole immune system is based on your nerves. That's the first thing that'll kill you, especially being black. High blood pressure, heart disease, stroke.
Yeah, but we haven't been eating healthy since, we were drinking Kool-Aid. Like,
you haven't been.
Like
you
we
started. Speak for yourself.
No, I'm just saying, like, I honestly think, I'm thinking, generally speaking, though, when you go to somebody's house, it's always like Kool-Aid or some drink that ain't got no label on it. Ain't got no real name to it. We just out here drinking some colors.
Yeah, you definitely speak for yourself, because that shit ain't in my house.
When did you find out about apple juice? I didn't know about apple juice until I was in 3rd grade. And I was like, there's a carton for this?
That's what I'm saying. You speak for yourself, because that shit is not at my house.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess I'm the broke nigga. Water only goes so far. Shit, you can't drink anything these days. You breathe too goddamn hard and you'll die. You can't do a goddamn thing. You know what I want to ask you, though, because Josh and I was talking about this.
Ask me?
No, I looked at...
Okay, when you look at me.
I looked because you in the middle.
Thank you. Okay, well, look at the us.
Okay. Think about how this looks. Hey, I want to talk to y'all about something.
Anyway, go ahead with us.
So I always got to bring up my Facebook because for some reason I think my Facebook is everybody's Facebook.
You do think that?
I do, which is not true. I know. What is up? What is up with these women like hating on black dudes lately?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, me either.
Like Childish Gambino came out with that. This is America.
Right.
Why? Because he got a white wife.
That guy.
Because he got a white girl.
Who cares?
What's the biggest issue with that?
don't care.
What do you mean? What's the big issue?
Because a lot of girls are saying that once black dudes make it famous, they always drop the black chick and give it to white chick.
Was he with a black girl before or something?
No.
Why are you bringing this?
So he wasn't with a black girl.
This is kind of
People are
hacky.
making
You gonna bring up
argument?
this again? This is kind of hacky.
I don't know. I can only say things.
This is kind of hacky, yo. Okay, black people like white people. Okay,
I know that. Oh, trust me, I know half my family is half white.
You see my
also was
complexion?
white.
Both of
Huh?
my
You were
grandfathers
with
was
white.
white. Okay, let's get
I
it.
was with white.
Both of my grandfathers were white. Let's get over it. Okay, and this was in the 1920s. Let's get over it. Okay, that's old.
I'm not hating.
That's
on
why
it.
it's kind of hacky.
I'm not
I'm
hating.
looking
on
like okay.
No. I don't hate
It
it.
don't bother me. Who you like that's who you like. That's your business. I don't got nothing to do with me.
No.
Unless I'm trying to like you.
Then that's when it becomes an issue.
That's when it becomes an issue.
Okay. Another topic that we could talk about is the demasculation of men versus the emasculation of women.
I like these conversations. This is
What?
my kind of talk
No,
right
no,
here.
'cause-
Basically what he's saying is the
I know what
bitches
he's
is
saying.
turning into niggas and the niggas is turning into bitches. My favorite conversation in the whole entire world. Bitch ass niggas and motherfucking manly ass bitches. Exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Let's talk about
So
that.
why you think? So why you think it is? Because even I know
Because
this.
it's the fluoride. Look, I'm on some bullshit.
It's not the fluoride.
Fluoride in the water.
Fluoride.
It's the fluoride in the water.
Why for 2 seconds I was like, maybe it is not even goddamn
You thought
fluoride.
about that for a
It's
second.
the fluoride in the water.
Get some
See,
fluoride free
I thought you
toothpaste.
were gonna come up with a logical point for that.
I know.
Like
No.
It
fluoride.
was the
She
fluoride
fucked
in
me
the
up with
water.
that fluoride.
That's funny.
That's the best thing.
You
I
know-
But
ever
now,
come up
can
with.
I ask, in Michigan, because I know, I can probably say that in Lansing, at least probably 75% of Lansing smokes weed.
Oh, my favorite.
Do y'all agree
other
with that?
Subject.
I don't know.
I don't
The
know.
Okay.
statistics.
Because
I don't know the
there was-
statistics. I know I do.
No, I'm just saying a lot. Almost everybody who I know in Lansing smoke weed. Okay, and there was a lot of weed shops in Lansing before the new law just passed, making a lot of them close down. Okay, now the study that says that the weed that they have now, okay, the way that the weed is produced, it basically has a higher amount of something.
THC
THC that I think it's THC that gives a higher concentration of estrogen. You know what I'm saying?
I knew he was
So
going there.
men a lot of the men that smoke weed in Lansing, maybe they have a high estrogen count, which makes them more feminine.
I don't know about that. I have 2 sons, and they both masculine,
Well, and
manly
then
men. I don't
when
play that
women
shit.
smoke weed,
When
wouldn't
women,
that
no, when
boost
women
their
when women
estrogen?
smoke weed, it lowers theirs and gives them more testosterone.
Well,
So it's
always
the
been
reverse
manly.
Is that a
effect.
study?
Kid,
Is
Yes.
that
so
a
this
study
is
that
not-
really?
this is
Yeah,
nothing
I
new.
watched
I was born
multiple
manly,
things
so
I don't know. That don't sound right.
It
Dr.
doesn't.
Brown.
It
No,
doesn't
it-
actually
That
make
sounds
sense.
I
Just
can't-
because it doesn't sound right,
The jury's
I mean, it
out.
don't
No,
mean
I'm
it's
not
not
saying
true.
it
I
doesn't
just
make,
say it
it
sounds
doesn't make
stupid.
sense.
that's what they say. You know,
That's the case.
What about the people
I
that
need
don't
to have
smoke
a
weed
whole
that's
full beard at this
not so
point in my
masculine?
life,
I mean,
'cause
there-
I smoke a hell of a lot.
I'm sure that isn't.
As a matter
Is
of
in
fact,
the main
if
reason.
anybody
things.
watching, tell Snoop I challenge him. We can go bag for bag.
You are not gonna outsmoke Snoop.
Nigga, I don't
probably
know.
not.
You don't even know me, nigga.
I guarantee you
I can
won't.
guarantee you I will.
I guarantee you won't.
I'll put money on
if you
it.
outsmoke Snoop, I will come up with $1 million to give it to
Well,
you.
you better get to
Jared,
selling that
don't.
ass. You better
might-
get to pimping that ass
might-
off
you might
because
see
I'm
me.
trying to tell you. I'm trying to then
If
told you.
you do it, I'll become a Chippendale. I will fucking.
Well, you might as well
Please
get your
don't.
practice
I'll
and
make it
training
happen.
in now,
Let's
today.
spare us all,
You might as
please.
well train today.
I
Training
mean, who said
starts.
I ain't training. I got a mirror in my house.
Well, I'm glad you
got a
got
mirror
your
and a
shit up
pole.
already. 'Cause
I ain't
you
got no
gonna
pole.
So
need it.
about this
gonna need
estrogen
Right.
low. I don't have to think about him being a Chippendale. This get nasty.
Give me a few months.
No.
Lord.
Hey, I'll be right with you, dog.
Yeah.
Hot flooded brownie and
Let's not.
I feel
Oh.
brownie.
and midget Mac.
Wait. Why you get to be a delicious treat, no homo, but I gotta be midget Mac?
Hey, can we
nigga said
actually we never
delicious
talked about what your
treats.
stripper name would be.
You don't like fudges? I mean fudge brownies?
No.
See, that's my stripper name because my last name is Brown,
See,
so
this
my
is
name
what
is
your
Hot
issue.
Flooded
I'm
Brownie.
catching on with your problem. You have a dietary nutrition issue, which is making your chemical imbalance far wrong.
That is so far off.
Because you like Kool-Aid, fudge brown. You
No,
just
no,
said
no,
everything
no.
that's diabetic.
No, see.
Then he said black
No.
people don't go to the doctor. Then you said something about your nuts was hurting. And I'm looking like, damn, what the hell? This nigga just got a bad
But my
diet.
nuts hurt ain't got anything to do with Kool-Aid. First of all, I haven't
You
drunk
don't know
Kool-Aid.
that.
I haven't drunk Kool-Aid, actual Kool-Aid.
Maybe it's the fudge brownies.
I don't eat a lot of fudge brownies either.
Then
I don't eat fudge brownies. I
Why
don't
are we
eat
talking
weed
about
brownies.
fudge brownies if you
Because he said fudge brownie.
But you was like, yeah, fudge brownie.
No, I did not say yeah, fudge brownie. I said why you get to be fudge brownie,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
you
got to be
said
Mr. Mac.
delicious treat.
Yeah,
oh,
see?
yeah, I was going to say, why did you
See?
say that kind of emasculated comment?
Huh? Because I've been around too many people smoking weed, and my estrogen levels is up. See that? See that?
All right, segue back into what we were saying. How do y'all feel about men having a more feminine role in nowadays society?
Don't say that.
I don't feel like they have a more feminine role. I just feel like men step up and do some of the things that help out. I don't think that's feminine. If a man cook me dinner, that's not feminine.
But what about the men that's basically living off of women nowadays? There's a lot of men.
That's
That's
lazy.
right.
of
That's
niggas
not.
like
That's not
That's
a man
lazy.
get it having a feminine trait. That's lazy. Get out and go do something.
That's because they mamas ain't
what's
telling
But it's
fem-
not considered lazy if a mom is a stay-at-home mom. So is it lazy?
No,
if
but
dad is
that's
stay-at-home
an
dad?
agreement, right?
Yeah, but
I
if
don't
he's
know.
staying at home,
If we're
Well,
talking,
I guess
you
I'm
didn't
just-
say a stay-at-home father.
I
You
guess
said
I'm
a
assuming
man
an
living off a
agreement.
woman.
yeah, you
What
said
do you
man living
mean,
off
Josh
the woman.
Brown?
I guess
Right, let's explain. Because
What I-
if we talk
what
about
I mean
stay-at-home
by
man,
is
I'm
that-
fine with that if I have enough money.
Listen, let's be real here. What I mean by that is that
Take care of the kids. I don't want to put them in daycare.
at least in Lansing, okay?
Okay.
At least in Lansing, there's a lot of ain't shit niggas.
Oh,
who-
Detroit, don't leave them out. Go
Well,
ahead. I'm just saying,
I
don't
know
leave them
Detroit.
out.
I'm
Do
just not
leave
from
them
there,
out.
so I wasn't gonna say it. But there's
It's
a lot
all
of
over.
Yeah, there's a lot of ain't shit ass niggas.
Of course, you got a lot of hate for Detroit dudes.
No, I do. Don't do that to
That's
me,
like the
okay?
second
I'm
or
not
third
like
time you said
no.
All
You
right.
ain't said Detroit niggas yet.
Staying on topic. Okay,
So?
like I'm saying, there's a lot of ain't shit niggas who sit at home and don't do a motherfucking thing in their lives, while their woman is the one out there, grinding, bringing home the bacon, taking care of kids, taking care of the car, taking care of the lawn, taking care of all the shit that a man is supposed to take care of. So that's what I mean by the men taking on a more feminine role, because I say a feminine role because
Can't wait for you to finish this. I have a rebuttal.
a lot of
Put my hand up.
all those things are typically a man thing. Okay, the man is the provider. The man is the one who goes out and works, brings home the bacon. The woman is if we're talking about the way that it wasn't way it was back in the day, the woman typically took care of the home. Okay, so it's basically reverse, but the woman is the one that's stepping up and doing more than the men in a lot of relationships nowadays.
Can I
Okay.
ask you something though to clarify there?
Okay.
So are you talking about a situation where a man's not doing shit and the woman's doing
That's
everything?
exactly what he said.
Or are you talking
There's
about
no
a
need to ask for
situation where
clarification.
the roles are
He
flipped?
specifically said all of that. So when
That's
I'm
not
gonna
being
start
feminine.
with-
That's being a deadbeat.
Right,
Yeah.
because you said taking
There's
on a
nothing
more
feminine
feminine
about
role.
being a
If you
douchebag.
talking about a stay-at-home mom is not sitting at home on her butt, not
Thank you.
doing nothing.
I don't know.
Right.
What if,
Better
Right.
not be.
what if he's a
Because that's
trophy
not-
husband?
Right, not be.
Even a trophy wife ain't sitting at home. Relax. Relax. Even a trophy
You better
wife
be
is not
sexy as
sitting
hell
at
if you're a
home,
trophy
not doing
husband.
nothing.
Why not? What's a trophy husband doing?
I'm talking about trophy wife.
If
'Cause
he's a
we're
real
doing it in
trophy
a
husband, he's
comparison,
looking
So what's a trophy wife doing? What is she
taking
doing?
care of herself.
So that's all she got to do, right?
No.
A trophy,
Take care of
a trophy
herself.
wife is
Take
not taking
care
care
of
of herself.
home.
A trophy wife
Take-
is a wife who sits at home, does nothing,
No.
and
Why y'all
takes
keep
the man.
saying they ain't doing nothing? They sucking dick. Okay? They sucking dick
Yeah,
around this
right.
bitch.
Hold up.
They round this
Hold up.
bitch
She
getting
better be-
fucked
she
and
better
sucking
be
dick.
sucking
That's
dick.
some
When
work,
you say-
goddammit. Have you ever sucked a dick before?
Whoa.
It's some goddamn work.
Just say no.
That's some motherfucking
Tap
work.
out.
Okay?
Don't respond.
That's some
Don't say
goddamn work,
nothing.
okay?
You about to
No
you better not
comment.
say
Please
you better not
don't.
rebuttal that shit.
If you do it right, it's some motherfucking work,
That's
okay?
why I work.
Try to act like it ain't nothing. She just sucking a little dick. Look,
But I mean,
okay?
there's more
You on
to
that
it
bullshit.
than that.
Okay.
Even if she got a nanny, even if she
You
got a
on that
house,
bullshit.
even
hold
if
up,
she
hold
got
up.
this, that, and the
Time-
other.
time out.
A trophy
So-
wife ain't just a chick who's sitting at home not doing nothing.
Okay, are you a trophy wife?
I wish.
Do you know a trophy wife?
I was
really
one
wish I
before.
was a trophy
Listen,
wife.
I was one before.
Okay.
If I was a trophy wife, and my husband was
He
at
died.
work every day,
Okay.
that he would come
End of
home.
story.
Damn.
So
Every day
okay.
you come
so
home, you
let's
take
ask,
care of
so
the
let's ask
house.
a question. So you being a trophy wife,
Yes.
how was your day-to-day life?
Man, I had to keep just okay. First of all, he had 4 motherfucking kids and I had 3, so I had to take care of all the motherfuckers, take them to school and everything. One thing about me, I ain't lazy about shit. I ain't a lazy bitch, okay? But trophy don't mean you just sitting there and you in the case and the motherfucker just looking at you, unless you that type of bitch. And usually they get passed over and passed on quick because they get
Yeah,
bored.
I didn't
Motherfucker
think
get
that
bored
was
with
your
them.
definition
But I'm
of
not-
Because
trophy wife.
the
I'm
way he said
confused.
it,
I'm not saying-
stay-at-home father.
When you
Yeah,
okay, for
lazy.
at least my perspective of a trophy wife, I'm not saying not throwing no shade on nobody. Okay.
Your perspective. Go
Okay,
ahead.
my perspective of a trophy wife would be like a man who is established, who has money.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and he has this ridiculously hot wife. Okay,
That's
who
what it was. That's
really
what it was.
doesn't do much other than like kind of
Take care
gold
of his
digs,
house.
take care of his house sometimes, take his money
But
and
how
shops
you
and shit
okay?
like that.
First of
That
all,
sounded
you
gold
married
digger.
to somebody.
That's
How
a
you
like,
taking
and a lot of
somebody?
times
Somebody
that's
has
When
what
you
your
married to
trophy
wife.
somebody with theirs is yours. Ain't no taking shit
Right, and
when you
then
married. That's my
when you
shit.
call
What you
her a
mean?
trophy wife,
That's
too,
my house. That's
your
my car. That's
expectation
my
that she
boat. That's
upkeeps
my
herself.
check. That's my checking account. When you marry me, it's mine.
See, but that's the thing I've always noticed with women when they get married, they say mine. They don't say ours. They say
See,
mine.
I didn't
Right.
say that. He told me this is ours, and when you say ours,
Yeah, but
that's it.
but for the last 6 examples, you said mine.
Yeah, because he established
Count
in the
it.
beginning. Once you so you gonna tell me that you marry somebody
Talk
that's
to
not
somebody.
both of your stuff together?
No. I'm saying it's both of ours, but you were saying mine. And I see a lot of women always saying it's my
'Cause
house,
it's-
my
it's-
car, my
well,
kid.
I'm the person who took care of it. I'm the person who maintenance the boat. I'm the person who maintenance the car. I'm the person who paid the bills.
See,
so
in
what?
your case, you're different because you took care of everything.
because he didn't know how to do nothing.
Right. So
That's a
Okay,
whole other
normally
story. We don't
from-
want to get into that right now.
I think when you look at a trophy wife that was presented to us through the media, how we grew up, a trophy wife, at least to
See,
me,
I say trophy
wasn't a
wife
woman.
because I knew what I was getting into. He was 16 years older than me. I knew why he wanted to marry me. He had to beg and basically was like, listen, it was a business agreement. If you don't marry me, all this gonna go back to the state. And I was like, fuck all that. My grandma was like, I never been to a wedding. I was like, you know what? That was my best friend. I got you, girl. And so I did it extravagant, big at the Radisson, big white dress, prime rib dinner, the whole nine.
So let me ask you a question. If I marry a girl just for her body and sex, is that wrong?
No.
Okay,
But
so
you got to remember that shit gonna deplete like
but
a
but
motherfucker
so
later
the only
on.
reason I asked, so if I
Your
marry
body
you,
gonna go to shit later
so,
on.
but if there's an understanding that we only marry for your body
for physical.
for physical,
Some
then
people
is
do
there
that.
at any point you should be able to reject me? If I come home at 3:00 in the morning and
See,
stumbling
that's
in,
you worrying about
But
the wrong
that's
stuff.
the only
No,
thing is
living
like if you
now.
marry for somebody for the
I am
physical,
living it now.
then be okay if it changes. People change.
know,
People
I get-
always change.
can't
Even if you
complain
marry
about
somebody for love, you can fall out of love.
Yep.
This is what it is. People always change. So it ain't
tell
never
me, girl.
wrong that you marry for physicality, but just know it could change.
But it will be people deem it shallow. But you know what I'm saying? To each his own. It's your thing.
Right. If you want a Barbie, get you a Barbie.
Get you a Barbie.
Just don't get mad
Been
when
that
she turns
motherfucker
into a
anywhere
brand
you
new
want
doll.
to.
a lot of Barbies are dumb. I need some
I was
intelligence.
gonna say Cabbage Patch Down,
I couldn't
but
think
you
of a
know,
really
Wait,
fast
who
one
is
that was worth
Why would you say Cabbage Patch
Because I
Down?
said,
They
don't be
chunky.
mad when it turns into.
Oh,
just
Cabbage
a
Patch Down. Oh, gotcha. I missed that part. I thought you were still saying Barbie or Cabbage
No.
Patch, but I said it sounded a little pedophilish over there. Just a little bit.
no.
The Barbie didn't sound
No, if you
pedophile,
went from
but
Barbie
the
to Cabbage, nothing.
Okay.
But back to what you were
Back
asking
to
originally,
the
Josh.
original question about
I mean,
the
shit,
If you
everything
talking
everything
about
y'all saying,
the
I kinda
stats-
lost.
stay-at-home
estrogen.
dad versus just somebody that's just a bum. I mean,
would-
that's a difference.
There's a huge difference.
Because
here.
some guys are just bums.
But
And
she
if
allowing
the
it.
woman allow them to do
Right.
that, then that's on her too.
Yeah.
But if it's a stay-at-home dad, then that's just like a stay-at-home mom. It shouldn't be a difference.
There's no difference.
Shouldn't be.
And if we talking about
It shouldn't be.
men versus
It probably
women, there
is
are
socially,
bum
but, you
chicks
know.
that sit out here and don't do nothing
At all.
That sit at home, don't clean up the house, don't do nothing. Just like
try
that
to be
man
nice,
didn't clean up
bum-ass
the house
bitches.
and don't do nothing.
Right.
They're the same thing to me.
But at the same time, the whole point of everything was so basically you guys are saying that you guys don't see anything wrong with basically the roles reversed, as in the woman is the one who's working and taking care of everything as the man should, and the man taking care of the household.
No, this is a difference because if I go to work, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. But we are equal partners here. If we're together, we're married. This is an equal partnership. So I go to work, I take care. You at home, you take care. You not at home, not doing nothing. We're not together. Period. There is no point in you sitting here. You're not adding anything. Add to me. If you can't do it financially for whatever reason that may be, or if I got it financially so I don't need you to have it, then you better add some other way.
See,
Period.
but the
Yeah,
thing
I agree with
most
100%.
people that get in a relationship don't go into it with that mindset. They go into it based off of just love. They don't think about more in the fact like, oh, there's.
But if you love somebody, why would you just sit there and not do anything?
Yeah, but
I love you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of you.
Yeah, but you're not.
I'm not the average. I know.
No. I wasn't. I thought he was talking about me because I have my arms crossed like this.
No, mic closer.
No, I can hear myself.
Well, because you sound kind of funny, is what I'm saying.
You look funny.
That's just his voice.
Your voice does sound funny.
So I thought it was somebody else. You were saying?
Oh man, what was I saying?
Nobody knows.
No, what I'm saying is a lot of people get in relationships based off of like one or two different things. But then like when the change happens, when things start getting more important, that's when people start having issues.
Well, you were talking about relationship. I'm talking about marriage.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about marriage too. My bad. I don't know why I said relationships, but
Well,
yeah.
there's
No, we can talk about relationship and marriage, okay? Because I'm one of the people that thinks that the only difference between a marriage and relationship is the fucking government.
It's not.
Okay, what is it? Let's talk about that.
Everything else. I can
Like,
be
what-
with somebody for just fun. You know what I mean? But when you take that step to marry somebody, depending on the situation, if it's me and I'm talking about marrying somebody, this is forever.
But okay, you can do that without going to the government and signing a piece of paper. Okay,
Right.
Marriage is literally it's just you signing a contract and to the government. Everything you just said, you can do that without
You
that.
can, absolutely. But
So
me
therefore, there's no
personally,
difference.
I want to be married.
I don't know.
So
Josh.
therefore, you want the contract.
I don't
No,
know, Josh.
it's not necessarily. It's not necessarily just a contract.
You don't want their credit.
Listen, that's the only
Say no.
That's
You
the
don't
only
want that
difference.
credit.
Once you sign that contract, you guys are both bound legally.
Yes.
Like she's saying, the credit,
Yes.
everything that he got
Shit
bad
come out
is
of
now
nowhere
yours.
later on in life,
Okay?
and you be like,
But
"What
I
the
take
fuck is
that
this?"
on as a person who wants that.
So, like
If
I said,
I
you want the
want it-
contract.
No.
That's
You,
what it
you
is.
said and take on all the good with the bad. In a relationship, you don't have to take on all the good with the bad. You can easily just, or you could in a marriage too, walk away. But there's a difference.
No, there's not. Okay, go ahead. What's the difference? I'm asking you.
I don't know, Josh. I think I'm gonna have to agree with Yvette on this one.
Okay, then somebody tell me the difference other than the contract.
Do you want to be married?
I am to be married.
Exactly. And what's the difference between you being with her for the rest of your life without being married?
Nothing.
So then why do you want to get married?
Oh man.
Oh, a marriage. Okay. To me,
Oh shit.
real
We're all just
shit.
gonna sit like this.
Okay,
I know
for
it
real.
got real, man.
This could be y'all
Right.
versus me.
So
Really? Okay.
It is you.
I think that a marriage is more for the woman than it is for the man. Okay? Like I'm saying,
Hi, Jess.
why do you do that all the time?
Because you say stupid shit that I can
because
just
to me,
see
it's
getting
not
you
even
drunk.
always
not-
about
that's
the
not-
Christ has to
legality
save
of
you.
it.
Guys.
It depending on your religion, you do this for your family. You do this
none
for
of-
God.
okay,
You do
while
this.
we're sitting here talking, ain't none of you guys gave me anything to say what makes it different other than the contract.
Because getting
I
married.
agree with you that it's the contract, and I've been married before and proposed to 5 times, and I believe what you believe is just a contract. It's a bullshit piece of paper, and you don't want to do it because their credit is your credit.
Nah, see, I can't. See, I've been married and divorced too, so I wouldn't say
Their
that.
credit is your credit.
Then
This is what
answer
it
my
is.
question.
This is
What
why
what
did you
is
get
the
divorced?
difference besides?
Because she
what's the
was like,
difference?
"Fuck you, bye bye."
It was,
like,
it was
okay.
terrible.
No, so this is the difference. Like me, I proposed to my ex, right?
So did
like
I.
most men do, right?
Okay.
And the reason why I proposed because I didn't want to lose her. You know, I didn't want the situation.
That's exactly why. That's why a man chooses to get married.
Yeah.
Because a man doesn't want to lose
No,
her,
but-
so therefore he's
No.
choosing to bind her down through that contract.
No, that
Emotional terrorism.
No. That makes it sound like you're trying to get somebody as
Emotional
property.
terrorism.
That's not what it is.
That's-
No. What
You
it
can-
is
you
is
can
that-
look at it like that in a way,
because the
kinda.
way it-
Emotional terrorism.
No, what it is that when you propose to someone, you're pretty much saying like, I want to be with you. I don't want any chance for anyone else to have a life with you. Like I want you for me, and I want
So he's
you
being
to have
extra.
me.
Jared.
That's what you trying
Like
to
no,
say.
what I'm saying is,
that's
but
one
no,
of my
but-
reasons.
But what I'm saying, like that's cementing. Like when you're just dating, you can be like, all right, fuck you, I'm grabbing my Xbox and I'm walking the fuck out. You can literally just do that when
The
you're just
Xbox
dating.
though?
You can do that.
I'm not
either-
saying
'cause you
PS
got an
because I got an
Xbox.
Xbox.
That's
'Cause I got
right,
a goddamn
right, 'cause you
Xbox.
got an
I
Xbox.
know. I don't give a
Guys.
shit.
Guys, you can do
Like,
that.
get your Xbox in your duffel
either-
bag.
You can do that either way. Okay. The only
Yes, you
difference is that when you are married, you are legally binded to one another.
Bro, I'm telling
everything
you.
that you can do in a marriage, you can do in a relationship.
Actually, no, you
No,
can't.
you cannot.
What?
Actually, no, you can't, bro.
Okay, then tell me something that's not legal, like legally. We're speaking.
Like a lot, like even if you go
What's
to get a
half or
child,
nothing?
like say you want to adopt a child, and then you just came
You
up
can
as
adopt
like
a child single.
Yeah.
no. You know how much harder it is?
It doesn't matter. You still can.
No. There's like you got to jump through like 17 extra hoops for that shit.
You still can.
What I'm saying is like I'm saying everybody looks at you different. Your creditors, people, like government.
That's what I said. Tell me something that's not legal.
Something that's not legal.
Okay, yes. Tell me something that's not legal.
Yeah, but everything is legal in this fucking like
Legal
everything-
doesn't
Bro.
mean it's right.
What I'm saying, okay, marriage is just a contract through the government.
Bro, it's not, yo.
Then tell me what it.
Yo,
Tell me what it's not.
When you look at it like that, you make it sound like
Anybody?
it shouldn't
What
even
else
be a
is it?
thing.
I do
I'm with
understand what you're saying.
I'm with you
but
over
like
there.
I
I'm
said,
like, if
with,
it's more than legal, I want to hear why,
Exactly.
and I'm
Stop
not
talking.
hearing why.
Exactly.
Everybody's just
No,
saying the
no,
same thing
she's
over
on
and
my
over
side.
again.
I understand what you're and I understand what you're saying, but marriage means different things to different people.
But what
And
are
that
the
is what it
benefits?
is.
We trying to figure out the
Whether-
benefits of being married.
whether-
To
What are
me,
the
my benefit
non-legal benefits.
Anal sex.
What?
What?
State law, you cannot have sex anally in the state of Michigan. That's illegal.
Well, ain't
That's
nobody
true.
over here doing that
That's true.
anyway.
But when you get married,
Dude in the corner that don't want to be named. Ain't
Okay.
nobody over here doing
So,
that anyway.
now-
So
I don't know.
ain't nothing wrong with anything else. So nobody need to touch
I
that.
had a girl or two want me to put it in their
Now,
butt.
now hold
There's
up.
something
You
wrong with
couldn't
that
do it because
cooter.
of legality.
I obliged.
Let's talk about Kegels and why her stuff was blew out. That's why she asked you to do that.
What friends
Okay.
do you have?
I am 43 years old. I'm seasoned in the game. Her Kegels is blew the fuck out. That's why she wants you to tap that ass. I'm just trying to
I
give you
thought
some.
you do Kegels to like strengthen it though. I thought you.
That's why cause she didn't had none. Ain't nobody taught her that.
Oh wait, so how's her Kegels?
Let's get on to other conversation. We talk about this later on.
Yeah, we will.
Go on,
We'll-
talk
we'll-
about something else.
Okay. Back to what we were saying. If anybody didn't hear, we have some guests behind the camera. Okay. And what he had said was that you got to be married to have legal anal sex,
in Michigan.
basically.
in Michigan.
Yeah, just
Okay.
in Michigan, not in Oklahoma.
I think
Go out of
that is
town.
the same thing about head. I think that's the same
is
thing
the
about
same.
oral head, about
It
oral
is.
sex.
It is.
Okay,
Out of state.
but let's all be real. We all suck dick, and I don't know if you guys take it.
Jared and I
Pause
are not
worthy.
I can't. I'm not high fiving you.
Pause, my nigga.
Okay, I
Pause.
fucked up. I fucked up. Pause. What I meant.
You were being truthful.
What I meant. No, the fuck I wasn't. Stop.
the internet. It can't be erased.
That can be.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
All right.
Whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
y'all might want to put a
What
little
I meant to
space.
say. What I meant to say is that we all partake in oral sex.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Lord,
Yeah,
Jesus,
clean
I
that
take
up.
off of
Clean
that.
that up. Clean that
in
shit
oral
up.
sex.
Wear the broom.
Okay, I said it wrong. Sorry. Pause once again.
She like, what the hell didn't
It
happen?
came out that way.
Yeah, I know. I fucked up.
Freudian slip.
Okay. But what I say,
Literally.
like I said, we all partake in oral sex. Okay. I don't know if you girls, okay, and Jared take it up the ass. You
No. Don't try to swing this back to me because you suck dick.
But
Don't put that shit on me.
Yeah, you
And
know.
use me.
Like, I'm not
I
an
wear
expert.
that one. I wear that one. I said it. Okay, but I fucked up. My bad.
Okay.
Okay.
That
But
was
what,
So you wear that one like the jizz on your face?
bitch? I don't have jizz in my face. Fuck you.
Not
You the
anymore.
white
Well,
one.
not right now. I assumed you wiped it off.
You know
For my
what?
woman, goddamn it. Fuck you.
Bryce
Okay.
is funny as hell.
Okay, but what I was getting to was the fact that I understand what he had said, that anal sex is technically illegal if you're not married, but people do that shit anyway. Okay, that still isn't a good argument because whether you're married or not, we still have oral and anal sex. Okay, I've never heard of anybody going to jail for that.
But
if that is against the law.
Sodomy.
Okay, so I mean, to Josh's point, with that, it's still a legal aspect to his argument. I think what Josh is saying is, there is no universal emotional boundary that you cross when you get married. Because the fact that Josh isn't married to Jessica quite yet doesn't mean that he loves Jessica any less than I love my wife.
Right, and that's true. But tell that to all the people of
is
the
there-
LGBT community who are now happy that they can get married.
Well, but it goes back to what you said. I agree with what you said. It the
real.
best, I think, is marriage means different things to different people. I know people that are committed to each other and they never want to get married,
Right.
and that's fine. But I feel like it's more of a symbolic gesture for most people. Is saying I love you enough to take this leap with you.
Yeah, because you know what it's sacrifice at the end of the day, man. Because
I understand that.
This serious.
Well, any good relationship.
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah, when you get married, like you in it, man. Like
Marriage means you committing half.
I completely
committing like 80%, really.
Listen,
The level of trust there.
Listen,
Yeah.
I completely understand everything you guys are saying. Okay, you're committing to half and everything. All right, but it still boils down to the fact that there's no difference. Okay, other than the contract. When you sign the contract, yes, everything is shared equally amongst the two. Okay, that is the legal side of it. Everything else, whether it means something to one person and it means something else from the other person, when it boils down to the same thing, there's no difference besides the contract and the legal standpoint.
I don't
of
like
it.
your choice of words, though. I know
Yeah,
what you
because
mean.
then it's
Whether
no
you like my
difference
choice
than
of words or
being in
not,
a
it's still the same
relationship
thing.
forever.
There's a whole bunch of Christians and Catholic people out there who it does make a difference to them.
To them because of them as their own person.
And
I get it and I respect that.
That's why I say I take issue with your choice of words. Is it once again goes back to it doesn't make a difference to some people, but it does to others.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying what makes a difference to some people or not. I'm saying there is no real difference, period, to anybody besides the legal aspect of it. And nobody, even you guys, still cannot tell me, how is it different besides the legal half of it?
Shit, when you get your credit knocked down after getting divorced, that shit hurt your soul.
That's still legal, bro.
My soul ain't legal.
Sorry about that, Jared.
Thank you.
Anybody?
I'm just saying, Josh, you shouldn't look at it like that, man, because you make it seem.
Because
so
I feel
black and
like,
white.
but the
We
thing
all
is,
look-
I feel like once you get married, you will see a difference, and it's not just going to be a piece of paper.
Yeah.
To be determined.
Yeah, real talk. Just saying, because I know you say you do it to make her feel comfortable with it, but it can't be just her, because then otherwise it's like, well, we just gonna be together, and that's just gonna be that.
Well, because like Jared had said, I think a lot of times a man gets married because, like you say, he basically wants to lock the woman down and tell her that I want to commit to you and I want to be with you. I don't want you to, just up and leave me.
Lockdown sounds so bad, though.
It does sound.
It does sound bad, but that's what it is.
And I hate to throw Jared in there like this. Sorry, Jared, I'm gonna throw you all the way under the bus. But it's not just about I'm gonna lock you down so you can't leave. She left.
She did leave.
You can still leave.
I should have black snake Moner.
Guys, and that's exactly why I said there's there's no difference, because even when you are married, she can still get up and leave. Okay,
Right.
But it's harder.
It's still harder, but she still get up and leave.
She had to wait a year.
Now you guys
Sounds like a
fucked up.
I get what you're saying.
Let's look at it like this. Bryce and Sarah's married, and on a previous episode of the podcast, Bryce had said that nothing changed really between you guys once you got married, right or wrong.
No, you're correct.
Okay, so therefore, and then you've been married, so you said too, there's not a difference. Okay, so therefore you haven't been married, and she hasn't been married.
I have a more meaningful relationship now than I did when I was
Don't throw
married.
me in there.
I'm just saying.
It's not being. It's not. I don't want to be married.
throw me in
I'm
there.
just saying.
It's not important. I never was in a fairy tales though.
Three of us haven't been married. Okay, so therefore, you guys don't know just as much as I don't know when it comes to what changes when you cross that legal boundary.
So we'll bring this topic up after your wedding, and then you let us know exactly what happened. Make sure you include this in your vows. That I just want to sign this paper.
This is just a
His
legal
playlist
document.
at his reception is just going to be the Takeoff Anytime podcast.
Everybody realizes it's just a legal document. Right? This is just legal.
Right.
I mean, here's the thing.
We're
That's how I
here
see
to
it.
bind
Here's
this
the
legal
thing.
agreement.
You have to put some key phrases in here. Objectively speaking, you are correct. Other than legal stuff, there is no difference between getting married and not being married. But you're trying to objectify something that is so subjective, just in its nature.
I love when Bryce does that. He just breaks it down all like scientific.
Well, I have to because he doesn't sound like he makes sense.
I agree.
We still love you. I mean, it's okay. Don't worry.
Whether I make sense or not, you guys understand where I'm coming
I'm
from.
listening.
I just want you to say something.
I mean, because
But
this is the thing. I understand what Josh is saying. Have I been married? No. Don't want to be married? Yeah. But to say it's just a contract, it just sounds so harsh. I understand what you're saying, though.
That's the
It just
reality
sounds
of life,
so
though.
harsh, though.
I think it's boiled
mean-
down to what marriage used to be versus what it is now.
Because then,
too.
like I can give you examples. I know people who got married. Like for me, for example, I'm gonna just put my whole business out there. You get married, some people change. That signing of a piece of paper, that contract, it's like slavery. They think they own you and they tell you what to do and where to go and all that shit.
That's
like, you got the game fucked up. I was the same person that I was 15 minutes ago before I signed this goddamn paper.
Yeah.
You're not about to tell me I can't see my sister. I can't see some people do that. And I've seen it across the board. Not just men do it. I've seen women do it. They be cool, calm, and collective. Like you said, homeboy in the corner said, sex could be cutting off and shit. They be freaky than a motherfucker. Then they sign that paper, and next thing you know, they turn to nuns. They get tied in the bitch. They ain't sucking no dick. We ain't bending over nothing. We ain't doing shit. I ain't feeding you. I ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Don't nobody got time that, because for some people, the signing of that paper is like ownership.
Yeah, see, I agree with that.
And
I
it
agree
literally
with that.
kind of is, because the woman in most cases take the man's last name. So therefore,
See, we had a beef about that because I wouldn't do that. You know, you had to go to court and pay money to do that. It ain't just go down there no more and just change your last name. You had to pay money and go to court.
really.
Yeah, I don't want to stand in front of the judge and be like, I want this dumbass motherfucker's last name.
Damn.
Like, what the hell kind of dumbass shit is that? I am going to be who I
Not
am
even
from
with the hyphen?
Fuck the
don't want
hyphen.
to
Fuck
pick it
him
Smith?
and that hyphen. How about
Damn.
that?
It's divorced now, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, fuck him
Shit,
and that hyphen.
my ex divorced me and changed her name at the courthouse while I was still there. Before the gavel went, they was like, "You're divorced and you can change your name back." Boom! I was like, "Oh shit!"
Are you making a
Did you
joke?
want
or
her
are
to
you serious?
hold on to that?
Are you making a joke or are you serious?
Fucking serious.
He being seriously funny.
Do you
Thank
want
you.
her to have that last name still?
It just kind of hurt. I was just like, "You could have waited till I left. You'd have to do it in front of me."
All the stuff.
Oh, she
coulda
was
waited,
making a
like-
point by doing it in
Yeah,
front
then
of
she,
him.
then she
But
spent
here's
around,
the-
high fived her mom. I was like, "Shit."
Oh yeah, she high fived her mom. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, we can be here all day
That
on
was
your
for you.
divorce.
Hope your car blow up.
Let's move on.
You not in it, but I just hope it blow up like an actress said.
Let's just move right along.
Here's a question for you, Josh.
Go ahead.
And Jarrett, I don't know if you're open to getting remarried or anything in the future.
In
but
17 years,
if
exactly.
you, either with Jessica or with you with a hypothetical woman, if she did not want to take your last name, would that be a problem?
Not anymore.
Yes. I don't really know why.
I was about to say, since the contract,
So
man.
yes,
Yeah.
Ownership. We
Okay,
back to that.
the
Ownership.
The reason
Yeah.
why is for me, like my daughters. It was a big thing for me to for my daughters to have my last name.
Right.
I didn't want her to have the mom's last name. I didn't want that shit to be hyphenated. Okay.
Why?
Good thing
Well,
you're
why?
not
Because
Mexican.
aren't your spouse,
he's not
your
Mexican.
fiance, and your ex entitled to have that same view with their daughters as well?
Anybody is entitled to their own views and opinions. So to answer your question, yes. But I just always have been the type of guy that I want my family to have my name, and I guess it can be ownership. You know, like you were saying.
Clearly
you know what I'm saying. Like,
My cheese.
you know, they have my name. You know, that's my bloodline, my lineage, my legacy. It represents me.
See,
you know,
but here's-
my kids
He said
and my
ownership,
you know my wife to be, you know, is a representation of me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want them to have my name.
That sounds kind of like that masculinity that we was talking
It
about, where
definitely
it
does.
goes
My
back
cheese
into
ownership.
Okay.
So you talk about men not wanting to be, not being as masculine. That's pretty masculine. So what you talking about?
Yeah, I'm a masculine ass nigga, so there's no difference.
And
when it
there's a
comes down
lot
to
of
me.
dudes out here that want their kids to have their last names and all that
Right,
same
there
cheese.
is, but the whole point of that argument is how you guys feel about a lot of the men nowadays acting more feminine, you know,
I already
or
said it,
the
they
roles
some
being
bitches.
reversed. That's what it was all about.
There's some
I don't know.
bitches.
I think it's funny though, because when I go to the club, I notice a lot of dudes don't approach women anymore. At least in the bars. and
Which
stuff.
okay, first and foremost, let me get
You
in
go
on
ahead.
this right here. They don't. Who do you trust?
No.
In the era of Me Too and fucking Bill Cosby
I know,
situation,
that's
who
real.
the hell do you trust? You go up and be like, babe, you look nice tonight. She gonna be like, rape!
I 100% agree with you, but that's why a lot of women saying men are being more feminine these days because they're not approaching them, not being aggressive.
This nigga
But-
said
but-
more feminine.
Feminine, whatever, feminine.
Jared has
Bitch, you said you
that.
suck dick.
He's trying to get the attention off of him now.
I know, right? Shit. Nothing you say, nothing anybody else to say compares to what you said. Okay?
Wow.
He just wants people to
All
forget.
right.
He just wants people to
All right.
forget.
Hey,
Goddamn.
hey, I know I said it. Okay,
You got
I
a
fucked
2 minute
up.
We not even gonna
fucked
go
up.
back. We got it.
I
You sucked
know.
it. Moving on. Oh no.
Just deal with
Damn.
it. Okay, just deal with it.
I'm
just
gonna
gonna keep
take
going.
that. I'm gonna take that.
We
I
just gonna
get
keep
it.
going.
Go ahead.
All right.
Lord Jesus. All right.
That was being
You
said-
better not
I don't
edit this out of this goddamn.
I'm not. That shit was funny as hell.
I would leave that
That's
shit
gonna
on.
be the clip.
No, yeah, but with all this and I'm not saying the Me Too movement is necessarily bad.
No, I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
bad, but some people taking advantage of
Yep,
it.
just like
Absolutely.
everything, it's the radicalizing of it that causes it to be.
Because I used to sexually harass niggas all the time, and nobody said anything. Ain't nobody came
because
forward
dudes
and told
can't
on me.
complain. Dudes
Yeah.
cannot complain.
They ain't
We're-
told on me yet.
Yeah,
Well, it
'cause
ain't that
we're not-
dudes can't complain.
Look at y'all
Dudes
can tell on me.
complain,
Get
but-
me famous. I was
there's a social
molesting
stigma
y'all.
if they do.
Tell people.
And at the end of the day,
I
a
was
lot has
feeling-
changed
I
from
was
how
feeling
it used
y'all
to
up.
be.
Going
We can
to
sit here
tell.
all day and say that, oh, men
Going
are
to
more
tell.
feminine and women
I was
are more
feeling y'all
masculine.
up. Y'all
But
can
people
pretend
have
like y'all don't
changed.
like it now.
It just is what it is. Times have changed. People have changed. People are more open to be who they are and who they don't want to be. People can be somebody they don't want to be.
Well, and that's the thing is,
Everything.
the whole movement about men being more emotional and women being more quote unquote masculine. It's good intentioned in that it's supposed to allow people to be them true selves, but unfortunately there are people out there that are still like, no, a man should be this and a woman should be that.
Right. Exactly. Because it's just like a man who has any type of femininity is gay, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So,
Hold up. Let me. I'll stick up for the LGBTQIA and all the other alphabets of the motherfucking
Right.
alphabets.
LGBTQIA.
what's the I in that?
Intersexual and asexual. You got to be correct with your shit. I'll be correct with my pronouns and
there's
everything.
Q's
I'm
and
here for
letters
y'all.
and stuff.
IA, what is that?
Viva la revolution.
And then there's a P for pansexual.
Information assurance.
I don't know how many this goes to. They should just come out with just,
LGBTQIA
like, a word.
Yeah, we need a
XYZ.
chart. We
I'm
need a
down
chart.
for y'all. Don't
But
let
yeah,
them disrespect
and
y'all.
it's just saying like, I just feel like, I don't know. It's a hard situation because people can't be who they are. Some men are just masculine men,
Right.
and yet in this day and age they can't be that because it's like, oh well, you're a basher of anybody who is like a man who is more feminine. No, you're just a masculine man. Versus also a man who is more feminine. Oh, you're gay.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
mean-
could just have feminine traits.
I mean, it should
You
be
know?
that what you are is what you are, as long as it doesn't impede on whoever someone else is.
Exactly.
You would
So
think.
you would, yeah.
You would hope, but that's not the world we live in.
Unfortunately.
We live in a world where things are changing so much, and there's either you change with it or you don't, and that's how people look at it.
Or you
Just
can
like
laugh
there's
at it along the
there's a
journey.
line. Right. There's a line, and it makes people feel like they have to choose a side.
And it's too hard to change because it switches literally like every week. Like literally every week there's something else to be offended by. There's something else that you have to watch out for. You know, it's almost like it's best just to stay in your house and laugh at the shit you like to laugh at and count on the shit.
I outsource that shit. I be everywhere laughing about everything I ain't supposed to laugh at.
Well, even
I
if you
outsource
at
that
home,
shit. I'm trying to
it's
bring
still
that
coming in
shit
your
back.
house.
Fuck this political correctness shit. Let's laugh at everything.
Yeah, but that is not going to happen because think about it. Even
Well,
the shit,
I'm doing it. Let's do it one person at a time. I laugh at everybody, even handicapped people. They want to be treated different and regular like everybody else. I'm talking about your ass too.
that
Hey, real shit. I completely
You
agree.
park
I
in
actually
a
have
handicap
to
spot.
admit,
I really
it does
agree
piss
with
me
that.
off when I go to a store and I see somebody with a handicap sticker and they're jumping out of like a lifted F-350.
Don't that irritate you?
Shit, I'm
And
waiting.
it's like, if
waiting
you're
for mine.
handicapped, how the fuck are you getting
But
in
then
there?
I'd also, on the other flip side, when I don't have them, I still have a handicap sticker and I still use it. Fuck y'all.
I think that was
Quote
our,
me on that. You can follow me.
That was
Just got
our,
both sides of the argument right
that
there.
was our minute of
from one
hypocrisy.
person.
Hey, that's the real, because I wish I had a handicap sticker just so I can use that shit for ill reasons.
Yeah, I put it right at the
Yep.
front at the
Yep.
movies and everywhere.
Yep.
I get out walking regular than the bitch. You gonna find out how handicapped I am if you approach me.
How do we even get on handicap?
I don't know,
Yeah, I don't either.
but don't people who have
know the
prosthetic
secrets.
limbs, don't they get handicap stickers? too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got prosthetic.
So they
would
might
hope
hop
so.
out, but
I would hope so.
they,
They
could
be
have
hopping.
a
They be woggling though. I'm talking about I get out regular. I get
Well,
out.
no, I'm just saying, like, you
Well,
may
who
see them
laughed at
hop
me
out.
'cause I
Like, ain't
said
nothing wrong with you. They may not have real legs.
If I have a
No.
prosthetic toe, I'm getting a sticker. It's just the
Gary,
way
if
it
you
is.
have a bent
Prosthetic
finger,
toe.
Yo,
You're damn right.
I've always said that the way I'm gonna come up is that I'm gonna put my foot out on the outside the sidewalk as a cattle bus comes. It's gonna run over my toe, and I'm about to sue them motherfucking.
I hope they got a camera on
Dang,
your
Good luck.
Waiting in line with the rest of it.
Good luck.
I hope you get the China
Edit that
treatment.
part out.
I
That's
hope,
your plan.
I hope you get
Right.
the China treatment when you do that too, and they just laugh at your ass.
China treatment.
What is
Yeah.
the China treatment?
So over in China, a lot of people are like trying to do this. They're like jump in
Oh,
front of
shit.
cars and shit.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
why like so many people drive with dash cams now because
Yep.
people will jump in front of a car. The car will stop and then they'll throw themselves on the hood and act like they got hit.
Oh, they
Yeah,
30 years
that's
To try
behind
and
in
sue 'em.
insurance fraud?
Russia does
Yeah.
that. That's a lot
Russia does that a
common
lot.
in Russia.
Oh, we was doing that
So
in the
what's the
80s. Y'all
treatment?
got to step your insurance fraud
Just
game
laugh
up.
at their ass and tell them move the fuck on.
Oh, okay.
Get your dumb ass.
I thought
off
it
my
was like
hood.
they go to jail or something.
That's funny.
They
You
probably
just,
should.
you just don't get you just don't get that handicap benefits. Cause you
There's a
disable
lot
yourself.
going on.
Well, I know how you can get the handicap benefit. Just jump in front of a semi.
Well, yeah, but that's how you get the death benefits too.
Yes.
Well, it's a crap game. It's a crap shoot.
Yeah.
Right.
You just go up to the train tracks and lay your
Snake
leg over
eyes.
it right when the trains come.
That's
all.
exactly why I said toe. Cause I can live without my toe.
Just shoot it out.
Okay.
So what's next?
Anyways,
Yeah.
What was one of your topics that you want to bring up?
Put the attention on me.
Right on.
You ain't
being
saying
the
no.
most
Okay,
quiet
except for
one.
us. Get strong with it.
Okay, let me see.
Be a 2018 woman. Come on.
You see this?
Oh yeah, y'all
That's
was supposed to fight
2018
outside
right
in the
there.
parking lot.
Yeah, she
I
got-
forgot.
Okay, so I saw this meme and it was like, "What's your biggest turnoff?" But it had like a broke woman, a woman with bad hygiene, no edges.
Oh,
I mean, I guess it could be either way. Because I mean, my biggest turnoff is like no ambition or no drive. Just like
I don't like a woman with no edges.
Well, you
I second that.
Lord
Nobody
Jesus, let me
wants
see
a
what I can
woman with
find.
no edge.
My bitches gotta have edges. You gotta have more hair on your head than your coochie. So I need my bitches to have edges.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I kind of fuck with that though. That's real shit. I've always said I can't deal with no bald head ass woman. You know,
you're not going for the Wakanda Warriors.
fuck no. They can stay in Wakanda forever.
Yeah, Wakanda forever. But keep your edges. That's why edges are important.
wait, Josh. How can you get mad at a girl having no edges? You don't have any hair.
You disrespectful?
Wait,
That's
wait.
by choice.
Wait, what the
He
fuck?
chose not to
Just
have
'cause-
any hair.
So you're
What
saying,
if she chose that?
This
What
is
if she?
the- this
She didn't
is the-
choose not have any
I'm
edges.
Hold up.
around the example.
Fella
Me,
choose-
don't swipe.
Fucked
Pause.
up.
Example.
Okay, look at
Pause. Hold
fellas.
up.
Choose the first turn off. Fucked up ass grill. No edges. What the fuck is this bitch down here doing?
She's smoking.
Oh, that's regular.
No
That
one
bitch
can see
smoking the trees.
Cigarettes.
Oh,
it's
well,
cigarettes.
smoking the
Cigarettes
trees
worse
is
than
added
weed.
to that. And what's wrong with this hoe? She ain't got
It
no.
stank.
Oh, she got
I
funk
know what you're gonna
puss.
say.
So fucked up teeth, no edges, smoking, funk puss, bogue ass feet, 50 kids, or she broke. Which one is worse?
Ah, funk puss.
Hello.
Lord, Jesus.
Man, those are all
Have
equal
you
to
ever
me.
smelled funk puss?
No.
Oh God!
You sound like you've been
like-
right directly
it's
in
like
there.
someone left like spoiled milk open next to dog shit. Like
You
it's
still
really
went in
that
there?
bad. Like
You still went in there, yo? You still went in for the kill, yo? I'm glad you did.
Can I choose death?
I'm glad you did.
that's some shit. Like
Did you say, can I
you gotta
choose
take a
death?
penicillin shot after that shit.
You still went with it?
Nah, I said no. I'm just
Well,
saying.
you said
sure?
take it after.
I've smelt it though.
Lit.
Yeah.
Them musty balls.
Okay, yours.
That's just something.
Oh, are we just talking about dicks?
Yeah, let's talk about dicks.
I guess that's what it is.
Alright.
Dick talk?
This is part of the show where
Dick
me and
segment.
Bryce stay out.
Yeah, right.
Oh, a turn
You know
off.
what? Y'all are so hilarious. Okay, what was your
Caught
pet
that.
peeve?
I caught that. Okay, I see that.
Pet peeve about dicks? Well, my only turn off would be a dick would be like a really too small dick.
Wow.
That's about it.
And what is too small?
Too small mean I can't feel it.
I mean, what's the number? The number. Because it's like, what's the sleep number?
Oh,
What's the sleep
because I
number?
was with one and I couldn't
Like a
feel it, and that
4
was
or
the
5?
one time. I don't know how, but
You
his
didn't
size
measure it?
was. No, I have
Am I
this
the only
thing,
person
and
that
it's
measure
really
penises?
embarrassing.
Am I the only person
I didn't
that
look
be
at
like
them
measuring
beforehand.
penises? I keep a
You have
rule.
to
I
get a
keep
tattoo going down your hand
Yeah.
that goes like 1, 2, 3.
No,
That
you
way
just
can
go get you a
No,
measuring
right
tape
here.
and put it in your purse. That's
That
what
way it's
you want to borrow
enough
mine.
just in case. You never know.
I got a
You
measuring
might
tape
get
in my
one of
purse. You want to use it?
Wow.
I don't need it now.
You have 13 on there just in case. You haven't used it yet, but
I'm gonna say maybe it was like a 3 or 4. I'm
God damn.
assuming.
Was he Asian?
I don't know.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
he was
Like a
black.
microphone.
Imagine
Dang,
that.
he talk
but
Jones
no,
Asian?
I have to ask this.
Did he
I
talk
thought,
a lot of mess beforehand?
Obviously.
All the time.
Don't they always?
I
And
have
then
to
it
ask
was
this,
just
though,
like
because I literally thought about this earlier and I didn't bring it up.
Dang, you'd
So,
wasted your.
do you
girl,
guys
was
feel
mad?
that it is wrong?
it was literally like a minute.
I already
He's
heard
like,
the
oh,
story,
about
so
your-
I
No,
know.
he didn't. That
That's
fast.
oh Lord.
And I was like, oh, it's over. Did
Short
it
and
start?
quick?
Short and quick. I
Ain't
didn't
that
even
a
know
bitch?
it started.
That was a
like,
waste of
all
time.
right.
This is the
Yeah.
woman takeover.
Oh, that's the first and last. Okay.
Like a flu shot.
Dang, I'd have been
short and quick.
upset.
Shit.
Go ahead. What were you
I
saying?
think-
Chris?
Time
I-
maybe?
I think
have
he'd
to
have got
ask,
these hands.
Is it okay for a guy to reject a girl based on her tit size?
Yeah, you can do whatever the
Yeah.
fuck you want to.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're all on the same
You
wavelength.
said
You
what?
reject anybody for
Object to a girl
anything.
for a-
Reject.
If,
Reject
well,
the
when you
girl
say
with too
reject, I
small
mean, what do
tits.
you mean?
Was they too small?
Like, nah. We
Well,
can't
generally,
do
I would think too small, just because you think about comparing that to.
Are you talking
a
about
guy
the
who's
girls
too small.
approaching you and you're like, nah, your titty's too little?
Or you
I
just
guess I haven't
don't
thought about it
approach?
in that far detail, but I guess yeah.
Because really, I don't know if there's any
So what's too small?
lack of breast that would really turn me off.
What if she had a boy chest?
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
No, does that come
I
with
do
Well, I
understand.
mean, I don't
I'm
mean
here
with
with
hair.
that. I mean, like, not as far as
I mean-
if we're judging the sizes.
Yeah.
I mean, in regards to how is she approaching
She got
you,
a boy
or
chest.
you
She got
were like
pecs.
talking and you realized her titties were too
Yeah, with a little
small?
hair right there. Wonder if that.
Because you
That's
said
what Wonder if she
To
had
a
big
whole
boobs with
you
a little hair.
rejecting her
shave
is,
it.
you know.
I mean, I guess I'm just trying to compare it to, you know, basically
A dick size?
If a girl doesn't want to be with a guy because of his dick size, is it okay for a guy to not want to be with a girl because of
You
her
should
boob
you
size?
should compare it to her
Vaginal
coochie.
or-
Now, obviously,
yeah,
everybody's
her
different.
hole.
Well, you should
Like,
compare
is her
to
coochie
vaginal.
tightness.
too blown
Yeah.
out
Yeah,
for you to want to
if
be
it
with
look
her?
like roast beef, we
Because titties you can see right up front.
I like
A
roast
dick you
beef.
can't. What you say?
He like roast beef.
I
like
think you
roast
need to
beef.
Hey.
Google, I think you need to Google some shit, Josh.
Yeah.
I like Arby's. I'm just saying.
All right.
Arby's delicious.
You like cheese too?
Yeah, the
Enjoy
cheddar
your
cheese they put on their
roast
beef and
cheddar
cheddars.
melt.
It wants some
Fuck
Arby's
yeah.
sauce on that.
What's the
So unfortunate.
Josh, we're gonna have to talk to you about this after this.
Yeah,
What?
you said
But
some real
yes,
questionable stuff this
it's okay
time.
to reject her if your dick don't fit.
Yeah.
Dick don't fit, you
Or just,
You
or-
must, you must have quit.
Dick don't quit. You must have quit. That's from behind the camera.
No, you go to the back. That's what happens.
yeah, we had this conversation.
Going back to the
beginning.
anal
Going
again.
back to the anal.
That's
No, it's
usually
funny.
that's usually what's wrong too. That's usually what happens
Well, yeah, the anal. I'm noticing a lot more girls like anal lately.
because they shit been blued out their whole life. They like
It throws me off. Though. I'm not gonna lie.
that's
to
the
you.
only thing that's
I don't
tight
know.
that
I'm
they
gonna
got
be
to
real
offer.
right now. I like anal, and it's not
You
because
got
I'm
bottom
blown
side.
out.
You got bottom side then.
I don't know what that means.
That means that your G spots is in the back of
But
your
I like
vagina.
both. I love.
No, I'm just saying, but that just means that your prominent G
just learning
spots
so
is
much
on the
about
back
you
of your
today.
vagina.
Sex ed
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
So that's what it
I
is.
knew it was
Yeah, you
gonna
bottom
actually-
side.
it's
That's what
gonna
they call
eventually
it. Bottom
evolve.
But
side.
and I know a lot of women that once they actually try it, they enjoy it.
Nope.
And
I
it's just
have
it's just
never-
a matter of actually trying it and being comfortable with
I
it.
have
Speak
never
slowly,
had.
Josh.
I
Because-
have never had
See,
anal
me-
sex.
never had anal
I
No.
It's alright.
I'm
dick-
a
by
bedroom
accident.
candy
My dick too
consultant, so
big.
I
You
talk
never
a lot
received
about
organ-
sex with a lot of different women, and it's really
I
hard
caught
for
that
a
right.
lot of women to get the grasp of anal sex because it's like, oh, I'm not touching that. I'm not going near that. It hurts. Pooping in reverse. I'm not doing that. And it's real because before you actually try to go for it, before I was like, no, anal. Are you kidding me? I ain't doing that. But then you find somebody that you're comfortable with enough to do it.
So Yvette, can you just maybe just for me, can you compare it to losing your virginity?
Oh, it hurts worse.
It's
Way
worse.
worse.
Way
Way worse.
Interesting.
Way worse.
Wait, which one hurts worse? The anal?
Anal, absolutely. There's
But-
no
but
question.
after you get used to it,
But
it
once
feels.
it's not even just used to. Honestly, once you actually get, it's like a certain point of pain tolerance. It's like once you get past that, it's like, oh, okay, this is great. Been waiting my whole life to do this, and it's weird to say it like that, but it's the truth. We got a bunch of books on anal and how to get used to it, and lots of lube is my best recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
She a bottom side. See, I'm a top side. I don't play that shit.
No.
No, it don't work like that
She's
with me.
more ambidextrous.
No, she's a bottom side. It's a difference. So you got to learn coochies. You can't just be.
I never heard that.
I don't know a word for both.
I've never heard the term bottom side.
I've never
before.
heard the term before, but I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, top side and bottom side. Top side mean that the G spots, the prominent G spots, is on the front panel of the vagina, and bottom side mean the prominent G spots are on the back side. So that's how a lot of women, the first time they orgasm is usually anal, because they didn't know what type they had.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
What side are you, Portia? Left side?
I orgasm a lot.
It's on the top side and bottom side. You know it's the left side.
That's interesting.
You got that shit on the counter.
You better watch your head and that.
Oh,
Dang,
thanks for the warning. I appreciate it.
Yeah, because I would be like, boop, upside your head. Because my aim is off.
But yeah. I mean, it has a lot to do too, as far as just orgasming, period, for a woman, because it's much different than a man. Man, they just jack off their nut, but for a woman, it is. It's interesting.
You know,
but for a woman, you have to. In most cases, you have to learn your own body. You have to figure out what makes you nut.
That's why it pissed me off when women say it's a man's fault that she didn't have an orgasm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's not your fault. It's her fault because she don't know her body.
Right.
You hear that, man? It's not your fault unless you have a 3 to 4 inch penis. Then it's your fault.
Then it's absolutely.
Well, you got other appendages that can assist you in pleasuring your companion, and if you don't know how to use those, that's against your fucking. That's a problem.
The fist is a thing.
Who's fisting? Somebody shit.
Jared is
That's
on
why
some
she
other
let
man.
you for her coochie blew the fuck out. You putting a whole fucking fist in there.
I've seen
Like,
pornos.
what
I
the
know
hell?
it exists.
I seen pornos too,
Yeah.
but who the hell in real life is
Jared,
only people I know in real life
maybe-
that actually?
maybe you
And I'm
should
about
stop
to offend
commenting,
a
Jared.
whole bunch of people.
So-
I know, but I don't give a fuck. Anybody I know who fist is lesbians. Them the only motherfuckers I know that fist each other.
I don't know. I seen a couple dudes stick their hands up some vaginas before.
Oh, I was about to say.
I'm outside of porno. Outside of
Calm down.
pornos,
That's for
dude.
that side of the couch.
I'm talking about outside of pornos. I'm not talking about in the pornos. I'm talking about outside. I'm talking about real life.
Oh no! I've never been. The furthest I've got of being in the room when someone else was having sex was.
Ain't nobody said being in the room. I'm just nosy and ask
Well,
questions.
what
I'm one of them people. I just ask questions.
No.
What was the question?
Huh?
What?
Because he
The
said about
closest you had to
fisting.
been, go ahead. The closest you've been to.
To being in the room when someone else is having sex.
I don't know. I didn't know what you were.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
going to
I
say.
missed the question.
That's what I was going to say. But we were talking about fisting,
Yeah, he
and
thought,
she was saying, who do I know in real life?
because he was saying he's seen it in pornos, and I was asking him who he know in
Oh,
real life, and
so
I
you-
said
so
outside
you
of
were giving the
pornos,
example
only people
of
I know
when
that
you were
fist
in the room
is
with somebody
lesbians.
fisting.
No, I was just saying the closest I've gotten to.
So you
something sexual.
assumed that I was in the room watching somebody while they was fisting. You a pervert, yo.
Nothing to do with you. I didn't
You
assume
a
nothing
fucking
about you.
pervert, yo.
How
You gonna just
pervert?
assume that I was in the room
Do
with
you watch
somebody?
porno?
Hell
You're a
yeah.
pervert too.
Oh, I know. I'm the first person to tell you as a pervert.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you.
perverts.
I done did
Pervert
way worse
because you
than watch
watch
porno,
porn.
nigga.
You watch
I'm gonna
it
just
with
tell
your
you the
sex.
truth.
I didn't watch the
Nigga, I am the porno. I don't know what you thought around this bitch.
Have I? I think I
No,
have.
not in real life.
What
Not in
you
real life.
thought around this
I be trying to
motherfucker.
get the picture shit.
I didn't think anything.
Well, you said, well, only time I
I've
was in
seen
the room.
it.
I was just
I've
telling
been-
you
I've
that
been in the
I
room.
know
I
that
wouldn't know what to do
lesbians
but
fist
laugh.
because I asked.
Kinda like
I
that.
ask
Like-
questions.
Yeah, see-
In
and then you
gay
walk away.
dudes, I ask
because
questions. I be
pornos,
like,
you can
like I
fast
ask
forward.
gay women, do you
Finish
put
it.
rubbers on
That you wanna
strap-ons?
get
I be
to.
wanting to know
Just
this
so
type
you
of
know.
shit because I'm nosy.
Exactly.
Oh, so that's
Tell
not
me
that's
over
not typically
Right
one of
there.
my questions that I ask people if they're.
But they
fisting each
do.
other.
Yes, they do. In case you wanted to know the answer.
Oh no, I know they do because it's in the porno. So I know it's a real thing.
See, that's not real
I
life.
also know people get picked
You
up. in
cannot
random buses
base
and they
your
get in there and have sex
sexual
and they get dropped
knowledge
off
on
at their clothes.
pornos. That is
That's the thing,
unhealthy.
too.
What?
Jared, stop talking.
It is unhealthy to base your sexual knowledge on pornos.
How is it?
So do you think that you don't think that it's an unhealthy, unrealistic goals to base sex life in real life on pornos?
I think I want to answer that one actually. I think that if you are not in a relationship and you are expecting that out of some woman that you haven't met yet, that is fucked up. If you are with somebody and you see something in a porn,
See,
and you say you want to try something,
No, but see,
that's consensual.
y'all still basing it on skills. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about skills. I'm talking about the act
freakiness.
within itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about where if you, as a single person, expect that on the dating scene, like, oh man, you know, this woman that I met at the bar, she's gonna have to be into fisting and moaning like a banshee. You know, that's not realistic. Now, if you see something in, you know, if you're in a committed relationship, you're like, hey, honey, do you want to try this? That's consensual. But to just outright expect that, no.
Yeah, but how would you know about it unless you get it from a source?
So
What?
Because maybe if it's
expect you to have like a 14-inch dick though?
that's what I'm saying.
Some girls do. Some girls do.
Some
That's
girls.
unrealistic.
Some girls
That's
expect
me
that.
going back
So
to what I
some
was saying. The unrealistic goals is sets. I'm telling you this because I'm coming from not only a pervert, but I have grown kids that I've raised, and I'm telling you from a parenting perspective. How any of y'all got kids? How old are your kids? Are they at sexual age yet?
My child's 4.
No.
Okay,
He
they're
better
in a
not be in
sexual age.
sexual age.
Okay, I'm about to prepare y'all for a mind fuck. I'm about to give y'all a mind fuck. When your kid, because now you're in the age of technology, there's no need to consent to see anything pornographic on the internet. Okay, your children are going to have an unrealistic idea of what sex is, intimacy is, by watching pornos. That gives you as men, not saying that you wrong or right or indifferent. I'm just telling you, when you watch porn and you base your intimacy on pornography, it sets an unrealistic goal for your partner as well as yourself. Because some of these chicks out here ain't never watched porno. And they have no idea what the fuck is going on.
But isn't there a difference between intimacy and just sex?
There is, but intimacy can lead to sex.
Right, and I can completely understand that.
Well, what intimacy is shown in porno?
Say again.
What intimacy is shown in porno?
There are some pornos where it's very
the
passionate.
female produced porno, but how many people are seeking out female produced porno? If I get on my phone right now and Google YouPorn or Pornhub. When you Google that shit real and get on that shit quick as hell, the first thing you see is a long ass dick with a bitch putting it in her mouth. The next video snap is a bitch with a big ass dick in her ass. It's like it is nothing realistic. So these kids and these young kids out here thinking that's what fucking is.
That ain't the
Well,
first video
I think that's why it's
starts
important.
What video you watching?
I think that's why it's important.
Compilations.
What you on, Brazers?
Mine got like compilations.
You on XNXX?
No.
Look, I know all of them because I'm a pervert.
It's a lot of title like schoolgirl with glasses gets cum on her glasses.
Oh, you like the Asian bitches?
No, I have a fetish for librarians. But go ahead.
Okay, that's good to know.
So what were you gonna
Good
say,
to know.
Josh? No,
Your teacher showed
her.
her moose knuckle.
No,
You seen your teacher moose knuckle? That's why you got.
Not because she showed
Okay.
it. I wanted to say this though because I wanted to say this. No, because she was saying like there's this unreal expectation, but that's not something that we in this generation are just catching on to. I mean, literally, I was watching porn when we were like still in dial-up. I waited 30 minutes just to see a titty. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
What? Everybody should clap for him. That's everybody give him a clap.
But what I'm saying is
for watching porn on dial-up. Everybody clap.
What I'm saying is we live in this generation where because sex in the U.S. has always been so what's the word I'm looking for?
We don't know.
Taboo.
Thank you. It's always been very taboo, so no one really ever like to speak about it. Like even when sex ed came around in school, my mom took me out of sex ed.
Mine did too.
Yeah.
Dang,
so
I was all in that thing.
So the only thing I knew, no one
I
talked
didn't
to
get
sex.
my mom the permission slip.
I was all in that thing.
What I'm saying is no one talked to me about sex. So the only way I knew about it because I was on the internet, and that was where that lays from. So so it's out of the things like either you as a parent when you have kids and they're old enough, you just be really honest with them, or you just expect that they're going to get their expectations from porn.
But that's unhealthy from a parental's perspective. Is
But
to put the teaching of them in somebody else's hands.
That's what I'm saying. Either you're going to do it and just swallow your pride, or you
this
just
nigga says swallow it.
Sorry.
Nobody teaches him how to do that either.
That's the wording.
We're not saying something gay today.
No, that's the wording. That's the wording. But what I'm saying is either you do it as a parent.
You either got to own up and have that conversation with them, or they're going to get it from the outside world.
Exactly.
That's why I was trying to say that it's all about the importance of having the sexual conversation with your children. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's very easy for them to be misled by the wrong type of porn. You know what I'm saying? But you have to sit them down and talk to them about the birds and the bees and what the difference is between sex and intimacy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And really get down to it with them.
I want you to remember this moment in 13 years.
Oh yeah, I know.
Because from a psychology perspective, anything that you deem as a fetish, you grasp onto that, and it became a part of your psyche in your childhood.
Yeah, but anything can be a fetish though.
Wait, so you're saying that people with a fetish it started with something that happened to them as a child?
It doesn't have to happen to them.
Generally.
It could be something that they came in contact with.
Yeah.
That's where your sexual fetishes start as a child.
So I like big booties, but I don't remember anything.
Did you have a
as
bunch of
child.
family
Do your
members with
mama
big
got
booties?
a big booty?
I've never been the one to really pay attention to my mom's ass.
Apparently so. If she got a big booty,
Not
apparently
really.
so.
You
But
usually
if
know
someone
your mom got a
around
big
had
booty.
big butts, like my man right here, you see when he said he got a thing for librarians, I was like, what happened? Your teacher showed you her moose knuckle? Because I just was trying to figure, because I know that your fetishes come from when you're a child.
No, see, I think the librarian thing comes from I like intelligent women. That's what,
And that started as a child. What you deem sexually attractive and what you deem as a fetish, you acquired as a child.
I don't know, because I feel like I've
Nigga, take psychology.
No, I'm telling you, because I'm telling
Have you took
No,
psychology?
No. Yes, I have. But I'm telling you.
Did you miss that class?
No, I was in their fucking class for a whole semester.
Then
What I'm saying
how
is,
you gonna say something
No,
different?
what
if
I'm
we
saying,
took
look,
the same
look,
class, how you
isn't-
gonna say
isn't-
something different?
Isn't everything subjective to a person and relative to a person? Right? That's pretty much the end result of everything, right?
That don't have nothing
So,
to do
so what
with
I'm saying
sexual
is
fetishes
my
and attraction.
ideas, because even when like my first ex fiance is white, you know what I'm saying?
What that got to do with anything?
Hold on, what I'm
so
saying.
is Bryce.
No,
He's sitting next to you. He's
What I'm
white
saying
too.
is, I'm saying she's white, brown hair, no glasses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't get with her just for the base of the intellectual aspect of her.
That's
you know?
your fault.
Yeah, but I was looking at I got something different from her. But then when I broke up with her, I went on to something else. I found a black chick with glasses and who challenged me more of my ideas or changed my
Okay,
perspective
it's
of
still
life.
the same.
But I don't think
prototype.
that's about. I think because you're looking at it as a race standpoint, but it's still
No, because the thing is, what I'm saying is she said that I developed that fetish as a child. And I'm saying
you
it's
have
not-
a glasses fetish.
No, what I'm saying is I have an intelligence fetish. But
And glasses deem
Glasses
intelligence
kind
to
of
him.
like
No,
it kind of gives.
yeah,
off,
but what I'm saying is
even if it's false.
But, no, I understand that. But what I'm saying is that didn't come from being a kid because that's not what I was looking for in the beginning when I first started dating.
So you telling me you was watching the Warner Brothers cartoons and you seen the little sexy teacher with the glasses on? and
no,
you didn't
like that never
find
that never
attractive?
turned me on. That never turned me on.
So you saying that
What I'm
it
saying
just
is
popped up one day out
that
of nowhere?
happened. Yeah, that changed. Something changed in my life and changed me to that course. That's what I'm saying.
to intelligence.
Well, you need to see therapy to find out what it was.
Well, maybe you just met somebody intelligent and you like them.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, I don't think it came from
What's
being
the
a
next
kid.
topic?
Black people don't get checked up.
Yeah,
Full circle.
Full circle.
that is true.
I don't have any more topics.
Well, Josh Brown, remember I sent you a topic. Do you think the guy should pay for the first date?
Fuck
Oh,
no.
that's a good topic.
Nope.
That's a good one.
Nope.
Why not?
Nope. Because it's 2018.
If you pursuing somebody and you're taking them out,
No.
you want them to pay?
Okay,
Fuck
so
you showing me too.
Objectively speaking, whoever asked for the date should pay.
Thank you.
Objectively
Normally
speaking.
it's the guy.
Okay, but let me ask you this question.
But should it have to be the guy?
Let me
Nope,
ask you,
it shouldn't.
girl comes up to you and goes, and keeps flirting with you, right? And then eventually like, damn, this girl like me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to go on a date? Yeah. She already fucking initiated. I'm just fucking putting the stamp on it saying.
You
"Boom,
asked.
we
So
just
would you go
confirmed."
Dutch or something? Like what would you
She
do?
no,
Fuck yeah, we
no,
going
because
Dutch.
all the girl did was drop a hint. She didn't ask you out.
No.
She dropped a hint and let you know you
Y'all
were
could have
But that's
Netflixed
what,
and
but that's what
chilled.
women do. Women always drop hints of shit. They don't really fucking explain.
I don't
Well, then
disagree
stop
that
picking
that's
them
normally
damn
what
hints up.
happens.
Leave
No,
that
that's
shit
not
all
really
alone.
what
It's
happens.
hard because your hints don't make
I
fucking
wish
sense.
you would stop generalizing women and saying that they all do this stuff
generalized
because
men earlier.
no, I generalize my husband.
This is why
Nigga,
I have
get
to
it
be
correct.
the voice of reason with these two. Is 'cause I'm
Get
the
it
one who doesn't
correct.
Generalize.
I don't generalize. Well, most of the time.
You do all the time.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You
not
do.
true.
All women
guilty.
don't feel like that.
I know not all women. When I usually speak, it's usually the women I come in contact with. I guess that's fair. So I'm generalizing based off of that.
Okay.
You know. So I say that I'm generalizing based off that.
Life experience, yeah, we got you.
Yeah. But that's always been my thing. Like I've always noticed women like to throw out things like little hints, like they like you. Like I knew
Well,
a girl
that come from this whole era of this princess thing. Look, I'm gonna tell you, me and Moses talk about this shit all the time. People fuck their daughters up. You know why?
I agree.
Because they teach them about fairy tales and they believe this shit. Okay?
Yeah.
They think somebody gonna pull up on a 750 white horsepower and rescue them from some fucked up shit. And then they don't think that they supposed to have anything to add to the fucking punch.
I agree, but that's why I am the way I am now. That's why I don't always offer to
That's why,
fucking pick up
that's
the
why
tab.
you beat women.
I don't
I
beat
said
women.
the
You gotta stop
first
fucking putting
day.
that
Why
on
they
me.
keep saying
The
you
first
beat
one.
women?
I didn't say
I
as the relationship goes
Okay.
on. The very
So we're
first
just talking
date.
about just the first date.
No,
It might
man.
not even be
no,
a second
No,
one.
because everything in the beginning sets the precedence, sets the standard for how the rest of your relationship is
Not
gonna work out.
necessarily, because
No, I've
I've been
definitely
on
paid for a
first
date or
dates
two.
where a man has paid, and then after that, I pay, or we both pay, or whatever
That's
the
why I
case
said
may be.
First
First
time, I need to
one.
know right out the gate what you bringing to the table.
Really?
Sound dumb as fuck.
Can't
You're,
Anyway,
you're so retarded. Because everybody lies majority of the time on their first date. You done probably made up
That's what I'm
all
saying.
kinds of stories about yourself.
Negative. Jared White never lies on his dates.
Jared White,
Okay,
you a lie
my
right
opinion-
now.
I never lie on my
Yeah.
dates.
My opinion on Portia's question is the fact that, yes, I do feel like a man should pay. But a woman should be considered to a man's pockets. Okay? Let's not go out to Red Lobster or Bravo or,
Capital City
That's just
Grill.
being considerate.
Yeah, let's not go there and I'm paying, then you order the motherfucking surf and turf. You know what I'm saying? It's like $60 fucking a plate. That's just.
But
Yeah,
why
we're just
can't-
talking about being considerate at that point.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just be considerate.
But why can't it be the other way though? Why can't she pay and I be considerate to not break
Because
her goddamn wallet?
as a first date,
Here we go with that effeminate male stuff.
Because I really want to know,
Hello.
man. Because I get so tired of all this. Oh, we need to be equal. We need to be equal. But there's always a sense like women want to be at the
Jared,
fucking top.
I agree
Dudes
with- I-
always fucking get the shitty
my
stick.
brother.
I'm telling you.
I agree with you.
So stop. So
But
change
listen,
it, man.
no,
so change
because
it.
Calm down.
I
Calm
agree
down.
with you. I agree with you for the
Dog.
most part. But the question was on the first date, not the whole motherfucking relationship that you keep going on a tangent about, my nigga.
y'all think I'm talking about the whole relationship. I'm talking literally
But
about
we was
the first
focusing
fucking
on the
date.
first date.
Economic status. It's
Yeah.
the economic
Thank you.
Economic status.
Thank
If
you.
you got $100,000 in your bank account, are you caring if they go to Red Lobster?
That's different. But if we both show up with $15,
If you got fucking $15 on a
gotta
fucking
take
date,
it
Y'all should not be going
You
out to
should be
eat on a
dating that
date.
nigga if you
Maybe-
only got $15 in your
Maybe-
pocket. Your priorities
you
fucked
gotta go
up.
to the fucking coffee shop and
but-
sit down and have a conversation.
Netflix
Nigga, you
and
need that
chill.
$15 for some toilet paper and some
What if I'm
soap
like,
and
yo,
shit.
no,
What you
no,
thought?
no,
here's the
she
thing.
turned into a baby.
Netflix, chill, and get
What
out.
if I'm like, see, what does it say at the beginning? I'm willing to spend my last dollar on you just to show you a good time.
Quit
You don't
listening to
even know
these
me
damn
like that.
songs.
It's the first date.
It's
Quit
a first-
listening to
How
these
about I
songs.
pay for you? Is the
Listen.
question. I don't know you.
Why would you pay
Because
your
why would
last?
you ask?
If you
Thank
got
you.
if
But
you
I'm
got
saying, I feel the
$15,
same way.
You don't
if you
know
got
me like
$15 in your motherfucking pocket,
Tell 'em.
and you try to take a bitch out,
Tell 'em.
motherfucker, you got your priorities
we
all
using the
fucked
word
up.
bitch
Fucked up.
now. We using
What-
bitch now.
Okay, bitch, women, you know what I'm talking about. I'm
That's-
sorry.
I said,
Yeah,
but
not
he's telling the
interchangeable.
truth.
But what I'm
Like,
saying is that if you got $15 in your pocket as a man, okay, and you're trying to take a woman out, you got your priorities fucked up.
Wait till your
Negative.
next paycheck.
Negative.
No, you got your
Negative.
priorities fucked up if
Because
you try to
what-
got $15.
Get your bills
McDonald's-
right.
McDonald's meals are cheaper.
So you'll
Not
ask
cheaper.
a girl on a date
And take her to
and
McDonald's,
expect
bro.
her to
All
pay?
right, so here's the thing. Okay, so if I'm willing to pay, is it fair for me to pick the restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, so if
I
I
think
pick,
that's the
You
assumption.
gotta go somewhere you can
That's
afford.
assumption.
I'm getting hold up, I'm getting there. It's a little
All right,
roll
go,
down.
go ahead. Continue.
So if I go, let's go to Burger King. You cool with that?
No.
You gonna get some,
Okay,
so
so here's
and you
the thing.
expecting pussy and ass
It is
from
your
Burger
right.
King?
It
I
is
wanna
your
know-
right to take her to Burger King, but if she doesn't want to respond to your texts after that, don't be surprised.
That's fair. But
And
I'm saying,
also, if she don't want to go, don't be surprised.
I'm not. I'm
No
just
shit.
saying.
Will
what
you
if it's a
really
test?
take
What
somebody
if-
to Burger King
what if
on
it's a
the
test? 'Cause
first date?
What if the first time is like Burger King? They say just to see who you are, type of person that you are, and next time I actually do have a fucking $1 million in my pocket.
so
and I'm gonna
your
take you
first
out.
date is a test.
First, you can't
It's
put
a
$1 million
fucking
in
test.
your pocket because 100 grand weighs 10
Manipulative
pounds.
bastard.
So you can't have $1 million in your pocket.
I didn't say it's gonna,
Oh.
you can if you have a credit card.
First off,
Stop talking.
Yes,
You need a new joke.
Stop talking.
Break.
Yeah,
You
I
need
said
to take
7
over,
different
hon.
ones.
Please.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the funny
First
one.
off,
Bad.
if someone has $1 million, okay, regardless of if it's a test or not, you are not gonna take a girl out to Burger King, bro.
Why not?
Burger King.
Why
If
not?
you're
This
expecting
is a screenplay right here,
if
by
you're,
the way.
if you're expecting to get some pussy eventually in the relationship, you're not gonna take her to Burger King.
Okay, so
Tell him, Josh.
but here's a question: why not? Why is Burger King so underrated right now?
It's so
Why would you
basic.
take somebody to a fast food restaurant?
It's a low class
Basic.
fast food restaurant. At least go somewhere like Applebee's.
Well, like,
You know
and
what
how do you
I'm
expect to like have
Yeah.
gonna be like,
intimate
you basic as hell.
moment, not even like sexual or anything like that, but to get to know somebody at a Burger King?
Because you sit across from each other and you talk.
Well, that's why it's called fast food. That would make the date fast. So I mean,
Boom.
you can't go on an actual date.
And you should
Audience
sit
says
next to
that,
her.
But-
it's fast food
but-
to make the date
But
fast.
what if the first time is like, look, we're just gonna grab some burgers. After this, we're gonna go for a nice little stroll through this park. Through this park.
See, that's
Stuff like
something
that.
different.
Then
than
you
we
say
wanna
that.
Yeah.
It's fucking surprises, man. It's the mystery.
Jared,
Stop
stop,
trying to
you ain't
stop
saying-
But that's
trying
not
to
what
make
you was
up
saying in
everything.
the
Don't be
beginning.
trying to
Don't
clean
I'm
up.
not-
Look,
listen,
don't.
my
My
man
man right
said
here is
y'all
trying to
think-
clean up so he can get some pussy later on. Y'all heard what he said. He on that bullshit. I'm just telling
He
you.
got $15 and he only taking you to Burger King.
There's
Moving
literally,
on.
there is literally
Ball,
nobody
ball.
at the crib waiting for me.
She don't order
Do not
like a
date
Whopper. Like a Whopper
like-
combo
That
that he
goddamn
can't
Whopper.
She want a
eat.
triple
He
Whopper
can't
with
eat.
cheese.
Can I get a dollar
The
fry?
goddamn
Can't
Whopper.
get the cheese.
Yeah.
She can't get the
He's too
cheese.
You
stingy.
can't get the cheese.
She
And
can't
if
get
I go to
the cheese.
Burger King and I can't get cheese and bacon, we not having this
You
date.
can't get the cheese. We both.
Hey, I
There's
feel
a
you
lot.
on that.
There's a lot. Cheese and bacon.
Yeah.
We sharing a large fry.
She gonna mess around, throw you over that
I
counter
want
like
my
that
own
dude did that
fries.
dude in the
You
video.
can have half of mine in your own
No,
container.
that's
No.
one thing that I have a problem with right now. If we go to a restaurant and I order something and you say you don't want anything, don't touch my stuff.
Isn't that? I usually hear
Oh,
that
it
the
got
other way
personal.
around.
It got
I usually
personal.
hear
My
the other way
fries.
It got
around.
personal real
'Cause I
quick.
asked
It got
you
I
personal.
agree.
if you wanted some fries.
I
I
completely
usually hear
agree.
the other way
Said no.
around.
Oh man, it got real.
What?
Oh man, it got real in the corner.
Ow.
That shit might be poison. I'm taking the first.
I'll take my
Oh,
There you
chances.
go.
Oh, man.
There you go. Taking that bite to make sure that food is safe.
Don't touch
If he
my
takes a bite and
stuff.
collapses,
See,
don't
why
eat it.
I
look at
asked
that. A
you.
man is willing to die for you to eat your
Don't.
first fry.
I'll eat my own fries.
He's willing to die.
And they say chivalry is dead.
You know.
Stop.
Thank you.
Stop.
See that shit? And it's always man. If a fire break out, who leave first? Women and children. Man gotta sit around and fucking burn.
And a fire, everybody gotta go.
Hello.
Are you talking about like
He talking about
You standing there with some
Titanic.
fire,
That's
you
it.
a fool if
I
you
was just
standing
talking
there
about
with some fire.
chivalry.
I'm just saying. I don't, man. I'm just telling you,
Who
man.
the fuck-
I've
Until-
never heard that direction.
until-
About,
and I'm
about
saying,
this is that
Look, I'm on some
Jared
business.
doesn't
I'll step
actually-
on the
he
kid
doesn't
trying to get
actually
out the
mean
house
this.
on fire.
Yeah, right?
He does want something
he's
to
not gonna
say.
take a
Puff
chick
and
to
smoke.
Burger King.
All he does is just talk.
Yeah,
and he
he-
doesn't
he-
really mean
you
any
ain't
of
met
that.
2008, Jared.
He's
Nah.
throwing shit up.
Yeah, he just
2018,
throwing
Jared.
shit out trying to
Well,
be
you
funny.
said
with kids.
2008.
But he's not
What
about to
was
take
you,
a chick to
12?
Burger King. He's just talking shit.
No,
When
no,
in 2008
no. But
you was
I am
12?
serious though. I am serious on this note. I would not go super high on the first date.
Oh,
But you would
You
pay.
should.
real shit. I agree with that.
Would
better
I
not.
pay?
Yes, you would.
Yes, you
Stop
would.
playing
That's where
around.
you
No,
going with
no, no.
this.
If we have a general interest, then I wouldn't
If
pay.
you expect her to fuck
Would
on the
not
first
pay?
date,
I
you
would
better
not
pay, my nigga.
This is why. This is why I wouldn't pay. No, this.
fucking five. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I
You
ain't
expect
here.
her to fuck on the first date, you
No,
better be paying,
no,
my
because
nigga.
listen, listen. That's why I'm not going above and beyond. That's why I'm not paying because
So
I
you don't
don't
fuck
expect
the-
sex for the first date. I never expect sex.
So
for
your
the
sex
first date.
life dry lately, huh?
Yep.
Shit, I don't know.
I read between the lines.
No,
I read
it's not
between
even
them
that.
bitches.
The hell
No,
is
it's
going
not
I
even
read
that.
between them bitches.
I know my sex life had nothing to do with the way I treat women on first dates, and I don't treat them like.
Yes, it do.
I don't know. I don't treat them like shit. I don't call them
Let
out.
me see your text message. Let me see how you be talking to him. I can tell you.
Put your phone
Oh,
out.
jeez.
Leave my phone out. We'll be
I can
here all
tell
day.
you.
I'll say we don't have enough
I
time.
can tell you right now.
Some-
No,
I can give you some advice.
No. I can tell you right now. I don't really go on dates anymore. That's
Okay,
true.
that might have something to do with it.
I don't go on dates.
Dating isn't the same as it used to be. Again, stuff.
So you're
times
not
have
dating and
changed.
you're
But
not
that's what I'm
fucking.
saying.
Things have changed.
But that's what I'm
What you
saying.
say?
Depending on who you are.
Yeah. See, but that's what I'm saying.
Wait,
I don't.
What do you mean?
I go on a date with anybody, it's gonna be the shit. It's just who you are. It's who you are as a person. It's what you bring out of people. If you come into a date with a bullshit mentality, you're gonna get treated. You're gonna get walked on. Like it's who you are as a man.
But are you paying for the date?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I
No,
asked.
bro.
Yeah,
No.
for a first date,
It's
dude.
still gonna be fun.
No. Nope.
Yo, Dad.
There's got to be a budget there, man.
And nobody
We
is
didn't say
saying
that. I
break
just
your
asked if you
wallet.
were
That's
paying.
what
All
I-
the question was is
That was a whole
You
bunch of
dating
what
the
I
wrong
said.
people, my
I'm-
brother.
I'm all
You dating the
about-
wrong
That's
chicks, my
what it
brother.
boils
I'm all
down
about
to is the
equality.
person that you're taking on
Yeah,
a
you
date.
dating the wrong
If you're
chicks,
taking
yo.
a person on a
I'm
date
not
who's
dating
gonna treat
anybody.
you like that,
Well, why are
then
you
that's a
complaining
different
about
person.
something that you
listen,
hypothetically
look,
doing? This is getting confusing. Can we
listen,
change the
listen,
subject?
listen, I've been.
Can we change the
I've been
subject?
out.
Yeah.
Because we having a hypothetical
I've
conversation
been
about
out.
nothing.
I'm trying to tell you, I've been out with women, and literally they pay for.
I'm trying-
themselves.
are you trying to get some advice or
no?
not?
No, listen, I'm just telling you. I've been out.
You
with
ain't
women.
telling me shit.
I'm trying. But
No,
I've been
it's
out
not
with
gonna
women.
happen.
I've been out with women, and I've literally.
I'm waiting for my man
and-
over here to give me some interest.
And literally, when the bill came, they paid for themselves.
On
I
a
didn't-
first date.
I didn't ask.
First
I
date,
didn't bring it
On
up.
a
Yes,
first
the
date.
first date. And
Did
I'm
you
lit-
let them?
Yes.
think-
Why would I not?
Okay, let's be real. I think if a woman,
No, think about it. If the bill comes and she goes, no, I'm gonna pay my half right there. Why should I be like, no, I'm gonna pay your half?
Because it's a fucking test.
Why?
You
Because
dumb shit.
no,
Just like
for
you
what?
test.
Yeah,
For
it's
what?
a test,
Because
bro.
then you go through the whole relationship and they
Do you
always
not
think
know women?
you're gonna be fucking paying for
Okay,
everything.
now
So you
in
get your
that
fucking pockets
instance,
drained.
in that instance, Jared, if a woman chooses to pay her own thing before you even have a chance to, I think that's her showing you where she stands in that relationship. She doesn't want to fuck with you at that point.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's
do.
true because I have women that do that and they still want to fuck with me. They literally just want to set the precedence that they don't need me to pay for them.
I ain't doing that on first date.
I think it's either it's the test, like we were saying, or two, she's showing you that she's not interested.
No, because I've been in a situation where I go, no, I got it. And they go, no, seriously, I got it. And it says nothing against you, I just got it. And they want to set the precedence that
from what you had just said just a moment ago, is that if the woman speaks up first and said, I'll take care of my half. That's what you said at first. Yeah. Now you're switching up and saying that you offered, and then she said switching up.
I didn't say I offered. She said I'll take it. I said no, I got it. But she said no.
I get that.
I got it.
That's what you're saying
she
now.
She still went first.
That's what you're saying now, bro.
She still went first. It's the same thing.
That's what you're saying now.
Right at the end of the day.
Let a woman open the door for you?
What? Fuck yeah.
Oh hell no!
I don't
Hell no.
We here.
Back to full circle. Effeminate men.
How am I feminine? Why? If I'm fucking carrying 14 fucking bags, open the fucking door.
You didn't
say circumstance.
Can you let her open the door for you?
What, my car door?
No, y'all walking up to Applebee's.
Oh no, that's different. No. I thought you were talking about just regular fucking doors. No, if it's like a date.
All doors is regular doors. I ain't never seen an irregular door before ever in my whole entire life, except on The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
No, I said no.
No, just in general, you go into a store that has a door. I can't think of a Target, whatever, that opens the door. The question is, would you let the woman open the door for you?
See, here's the thing. Y'all taking me not paying her half for the bill.
No, it's just the question. No. That's it.
Oh,
separate question.
Well, I got to add on. No, woman, I would never let a woman open the door for me unless they really wanted to. They get to the door first, fuck it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Just because I don't want to pay their half of the bill right away doesn't mean I don't have any chivalry. Like, it doesn't mean I don't open doors. It doesn't mean I don't, I'm not a gentleman. It doesn't mean that I don't bring roses and dress up nice for the first date. I do all that shit. The only thing I don't do is fucking try to pay for their shit.
I understand what you're saying. It doesn't mean that you don't have all those things, but from a woman who doesn't know you, who's on a first date with you, and you do those type of things, that's what she's gonna automatically assume.
So why does it matter that I do everything right? I open the fucking door. I show up at listen. Listen. I show up at a certain fucking time. You ask me.
That's what a
I open the
man
door.
is supposed
I
to
fucking
do.
treat you nice. I get fucking people to play violence at the goddamn table. The only thing I don't
on
fucking
a first
do,
date.
But what I'm saying is, the only thing I don't fucking do.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
No, listen. I drive. I do all this shit, right? I do everything right, but the only thing I don't do is pay at the end of the day. Now I'm a fucking asshole. Now I don't have any chivalry.
In a woman's mind, yes.
No. Why? Why is that though? Why can I do everything right and then that one thing automatically push you in a negative?
I don't know.
Because that's what a man is supposed to do.
You said man is supposed to be the provider, but how many times have you been in a situation where women fucking are the masculine ones because they don't allow you to? I know plenty of women that
you got to take over, man.
No.
You got to pull your pan out, get your pan strong, and be like, listen here.
You can't do that.
No, that was the point of the argument we were having earlier. Masculine.
Yeah, but I'm saying we are not in the environment to constantly control women. That shit's back in the 1940s.
I'll be glad you stop talking about us like we not sitting right here.
Establishment of respect from jump. Like when I open the door for you, when I take you out, when I greet you, when I protect you. When I pay for your meal, I'm establishing the respect in the relationship as to where things are going to be. Not saying I'm your owner, I'm your daddy, this and that. No, but when it's time for me to bust that ass, it's time to bust that ass. When it's time for me to go out and fix shit around the house, I'm going to do that. But it's just an establishment of respect.
Yeah, but I get that later on. No. I totally understand that if it's the fucking second date and beyond. I really do get that.
Okay, but
but you're not gonna get to a second date.
That's
the problem. You're not gonna get to a second date.
But that's not true. Because I've been on the second date like that.
Oh Lord,
you be
some
really oxymoronic statements, yo. You'll say one thing and then in the same statement, yo, you'll flip the script and say the exact opposite.
No, because you're trying to umbrella my statement.
No, my name is Shalonda. I didn't say anything to you. I've been quiet in this corner. I just been listening to this whole conversation that you just been having.
You've been talking this whole time,
but I've been cracking jokes on the side because then they've been laughing. That's what I've been doing. I've been cracking jokes on the side. That's what I've been doing.
I understand that you're trying to 2018
and then you saying
the situation. Like, men don't have to pay. A woman can choose to pay if she wants to, yada, yada. I understand that's what you're saying. Because people are different these days. But the question is, Would you or would you not? If you not gonna pay, then that's it.
That's it. That's all I said. But y'all jumped on me.
We didn't jump on you.
Like
You
what
said
Mars
something
is saying.
stupid.
How is it
From the
stupid?
jump.
How is it
That's
stupid? How is it
dumb.
stupid? How is it stupid? What?
It sets a different precedence. That's all it is.
Yeah.
If you want to let a woman pay, then that's fine. Then you do you. Let that woman pay.
I'm just telling
But
you.
just don't be upset when she thinks.
Look at it like this: when a bitch lets you fuck on the first date, where's your precedent? Where's your mindset on her? You like, oh, okay. At that point, immediately, in most cases, I won't say all, in most cases, you immediately take her out of the wife category.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm just gonna be fucking this bitch.
And I understand that, and that's why I understand why a lot of women don't have sex with dudes on the first date.
And that's why we're also saying that if you pay for the date, that takes you
I
out
think
of
everybody
the same
be putting in too
perspective.
much. They be
Yeah,
putting
but I'm
too
a
much
little
focus on
skeptic
because I'm
now.
fucking on the first date. I don't give a fuck. Nobody say I'm fucking. I want to see what that dick do. I want to
Yeah,
make sure
but
it's
you're
real.
not wasting her
I want to
time.
make sure it ain't fake. It's one of these motherfucking fools just out here being on Jerry Springer and shit. So we got to turn the lights on. I got to see everything. Got to see what I'm working with. Let's see what's popping.
Lord.
Okay, let's turn this lights on or
that's-
off and get it
that's
cracking
real.
in
But
this
that's what I'm saying.
bitch.
You set the precedence on the first date, no matter what you do. If you have sex on the first date, some dude might be like, "Damn, she a hoe." The other dude might be like, "Damn, she really open." And I like
don't
that.
give a fuck if you think I'm a hoe. I don't
What I'm
give a
saying
fuck.
is,
I might be a hoe that
different-
night.
It's different aspects. It's different for people. So me not paying for this woman, whoever this hypothetical woman is, and I say, and it's not like I'm just like, "No, here's your bill." Like I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also don't want a girl to just look at me and expect me to pay the bill.
Here's what I'm learning from this conversation.
Mine's a
Jared can
January.
have 3 women and 2
Capricorn?
friends telling him
Late January.
how to get laid and how to treat a woman.
Too
and he'll still
neurotic to
argue
be a
with it.
carrot.
Jared's always going to be the opposite, and that's all there is.
What?
to it.
No, because
but
you know
no,
what it is?
it's you don't have to.
good argument
And being
in it.
real, you do not have to make an argument to justify that you are not going to
Dang,
just
he
up and
neurotic.
take the bill.
And he
It's
he
okay.
Aquarius, babe, and he neurotic like this. He an Aquarius.
I will say-
because what does that say about the women who
It says you had a fucked up life, yo.
No. What does it say about the woman who expects her man to constantly always pay for her, constantly always do that?
Well, that's my
take-
man over there. I
think
respect the shit
that
out of
plays
him, and I
back.
fucked
That
him
plays.
on the first date.
That goes back into what we were saying at the beginning of the show.
And I sucked his dick on the first
Yeah,
date.
but
I'm just telling you,
what
and
I'm
we
saying
together
is-
5 years
but what I'm
later.
saying is, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with him paying on the first date. It's just like there's nothing wrong with me not paying on the first date. Because why? Because I don't want the girl to automatically think, okay, every time we do something, he's gonna pay. He's gonna pay. Because I'm not gonna have that. I'm just
Okay,
not.
so how about
You're
this?
not
how
a
about
man.
we say that you're right. There's nothing
You're
wrong
not
with
a
that, but
man.
let's just see how that works out for you.
I
in
told
the long term.
y'all that earlier how it worked out. We had a fucking second date, and then the second time I paid.
Are you still talking to her?
No,
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I could have
End
guessed that one for
discussion.
y'all.
That was the gavel.
Yeah, but-
what's the next?
Josh,
No,
can we
that
get
doesn't
some
mean- that doesn't
new,
mean
some
some shit came up
exciting?
when we
What
switched
was you
up.
gonna say about
Okay.
pedophilia?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I think what I was gonna say about that. Me and Portia was talking about. She had said that. Yeah, remember how you had said that black women.
Oh, I know what you're
Will
talking
typically stay with a man, even if that man is molesting their daughter.
Wait, let
Go ahead
me
and
explain
explain it.
it.
Go
Let
ahead.
me
Oh,
explain
shit.
it. What I said from what I see. If there's a situation where the man maybe they don't like the daughter, they looking at the daughter now. The daughter might be cuter than the mama. She just younger.
Or she's just developing.
9 times out of 10, the woman, the mom, is going to believe the man over her daughter. It's gonna make her daughter leave before she make a man leave. That's what I said from what I see.
I've seen that too.
I ain't got shit to say about that.
Right.
That's-
And what she had first said was black women, and I had said that's more of an all women.
Yeah, that's a
type of
generalization for
I
all.
asked a
trash
few
women.
different people,
Yeah.
and yeah,
That's regardless of
it
color.
was
That's
all
trash.
women.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just means you got a fucking shitty woman.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's what.
But
it
in a
is.
in a shitty woman, from a shitty woman perspective, they tend to see. I mean, people tend to tell you who they are in the beginning. No matter what it is, pedophile, rapist, bum, mama's
hand on the
boy,
first
moocher, whatever it is, people tend to show you who they are when you first meet them. But we as people tend to let ego take over, and we tend to see what we want to fucking see. And then we get an attitude later on, like, I can't believe you was a hoe. But then you like, okay, when I met the bitch, she was showing her titties to everybody in the fucking bar.
Signs were there.
You know what I'm saying? We just ignored them. It was like, ooh, she just free and open. But then later on, it's like, ain't this bitch a hoe? But the things you find attractive about somebody, usually 9 times out of 10 are the things you find unattractive about them at the end of the relationship.
So should we end on a
tired of you
green
shaking your
comment?
head. A what?
Where we all get along. That people, show their true nature, just whether or not you ignore the signs.
I can't agree with that.
Yeah, well, I do.
Well, you single and not fucking, and you was hungry, and ain't no bitch keeping you warm at night, so you don't get to have an opinion.
No, that's not something to do with it. Literally. I mean,
everything to do with everything.
It doesn't because people don't show their true
I think you just want to disagree with me.
I think they do.
No, I'm serious.
I think that's what it is. He just really wants to disagree with
because
me.
Listen,
let's go around the table instead of you just objecting to everything and going on.
Here's the thing. No, I object and everybody jump on me. That's the problem.
No,
because you ain't talking about shit.
I'm trying. I'm literally trying.
God damn.
Every 2 seconds you jump on me. Listen.
Say something important.
This is what I'm saying. I don't think people do show their true colors in the beginning. I really don't. I think because people put their best foot forward in the beginning.
This is from the nigga who bitch left him.
I don't see you and your ex together.
He's dead.
Well, shit, he left too.
He dead.
Oh, come on,
he had a
y'all.
heart attack.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Come on, y'all.
Okay, let's say okay.
You gotta learn how to
what
talk.
it is.
Well, you want me to? I ain't like fucking. You don't even know what happened between me and my ex.
You told us she left you. You
Yeah, but you don't even know why.
You didn't tell us.
Yo.
You just
Yeah, see, no,
it was her fault.
Because you see, that's the shit I be talking about. That's why I don't fucking put all my shit into the first fucking date. Because you will put your fucking life into someone and they will fucking leave you.
Switch places?
That's why.
You
That's
a lot of
fucking
energy
why.
to somebody
So-
who
This ain't working.
Reflecting back on I forgot the original
putting a lot of
question.
energy in me. We
If
ain't
people
fucking.
show their true selves at the beginning or not.
Thank you.
So
Don't.
at the
Now-
end of the day, sometimes people do show themselves. Some people are able to hide certain aspects of
Yvette.
themselves
Thank you.
Yeah.
and that you can't see, and they come out later.
Later.
Can I ask one question?
That's what I was saying.
When you say in the beginning,
See, there we go. We
But
agree.
that's,
Okay.
ain't that what I said
When
in
you
the
say-
beginning?
No, it's not what you said.
It's okay.
Are
Okay,
you
go
arguing about
ahead,
what you
Josh.
said?
No.
Go ahead,
Stick
Josh.
on topic.
what I'm trying to say is, can you classify beginning as in? Do you mean as in like the beginning of the like first date of the relationship, or like
No,
the
we're
first
talking
few
about
months?
first getting to know each other and stuff like
Right.
that.
And I agree.
People do. I feel like people do both because people do show you their true colors, but then at the same time, there are certain things people can hide
But yeah,
Right.
very well. But then eventually they come.
but eventually
out.
it comes out and
Right.
shit falls apart.
and I completely agree, because when you first start dating somebody, you're optimistic. You know what I'm saying? You want them to be a certain type of person. So that blinds you from seeing those true colors that a person actually puts out. And I know this firsthand. Okay? There'll be big ass red signs pop up and you'll see them, but you ignore them because you're just like, no, that's not how it is. Okay, she's not really like that. You know what I'm saying? You'll keep second guessing yourself and you keep doubting yourself instead of being true to your intuition. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, people completely ignore the signs that people put out.
Absolutely.
In the beginning.
So it's like
Completely.
sometimes, like on the one hand, you meet a guy and y'all dating, y'all talking, and then you're like, oh, he seems like a great guy. And when you first meet him, he has a girlfriend. You're the one he cheated with, and you don't take that as a sign. You're like, oh, well, he just liked me more. And then on the other hand, there are guys who, oh, this is a really great guy. You know, I get to know him, yada yada. Nothing's going on. 3, 4, 5 months in the relationship, he didn't hit you. You don't see it, but it happened. So there's ways to hide it because he's hid this abusive side. He's been sweet. He's been loving, all this, everything else. And then it comes out later that he done punched you across the room just because one day he got mad. So I do think there's a two-sided thing where they do show you their true colors, but some things can be hidden.
No, I'm telling you, people show what they want you to see.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So I don't understand how there's even the other side to it. There's literally just you put forward what you want people to see.
Not everybody does that though, and a majority rule is the way we're saying it. Yeah, some people can just show you one thing. You know what I'm saying, and you can believe that one thing because that's all they show. Yes, but in a majority instance, okay, you are going to be naive to a new relationship and you're gonna ignore the signs.
It's like when you first
sometimes
meet
you're-
somebody and they like
sometimes-
the best thing ever. When you first meet somebody, look what they do. They
Yeah,
can
look-
cook and they can do this. They can do this. That, like you said, you go in it with rose-colored glasses.
Yes.
No, because they're literally, look, that's what I'm saying. When people go on dates, they dress up, they good night, they open doors, they buy shit, they do all this stuff because they're trying to impress you.
Bro.
But,
That's the mask.
We're not
No,
saying
we're
Yeah,
not
we're
saying
all
you're wrong.
saying the same thing.
Who the hell is you shushing?
What I'm saying is, that's why I don't understand why there's an other side. There's no rose-colored glasses. There's nothing. There's literally,
How
you're
is this
seeing,
dude, man?
no, literally, you're
You
seeing.
ain't had no life experience, yo. I think
Listen,
you need
listen,
to hit the streets for a
listen,
little
you're
bit and
literally
come back and
seeing,
holler at us.
you're literally seeing what someone is displaying for you. That's it. It's nothing else happening. It's literally whatever you see is because that's what they're putting forward. Whether it's subconscious or not, that's what they're putting forward because they're not going to show you the negative side. It's like when someone first comes to your place, you don't leave your socks on the ground. You pick the shit up. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell them all the negative shit about you. You keep all the good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
Then
not what we're saying.
But-
We're not saying
what you
that.
explained to him?
We're
What
not
you saying?
saying that. Oh, nobody puts on the front. You put on the front, of course.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not a front though. But what I'm saying it's
is
not.
a front.
It is a front.
No,
You
no,
just
no,
said
no,
that.
no.
Two jobs interview would be like,
No,
what up, nigga?
Like, hey,
Yeah.
what's
Nigga, I smoke
Yeah.
weed.
yeah, what's your
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
that?
I'm
Well,
about to
late
turn up
all the
on
time.
Friday.
No,
I'm
but
gonna be
that's
late
different
every
because-
day.
because
Hire
it's
me.
different because I can say nigga, and then when I'm at work, I don't say nigga because there's two sides to me. What I'm saying
That's a
is
front.
no, it's
Thank
not a
you,
front. It's not a
Josh.
front.
It is a front,
It's not a
Jared,
front.
because you're
No.
not going to work saying nigga. You're not.
No, it's not
That's-
a
so
front.
that's a front.
But that's not a front if that's really you. I just have two sides to
So
it.
you're really you.
Somebody
at work
get this
when you're
dude a
not saying
dictionary.
nigga, but
I
you're
am the
at
person at work.
He doesn't know
and
what
I am at
equitable
work.
mean or
I'm the person
front.
at work that I'm at work, and I'm also the person that says nigga when I'm around my friends. I'm the same person.
Jared,
I just choose
that's-
to use certain things at certain times.
Jared, that's the same thing as a front.
Okay,
it's a front,
let's agree to disagree.
Yeah,
All right,
please,
'cause
in Jesus
we're,
Christ.
we're pushing 2 hours.
Lord,
I agree.
I don't
All right,
even
let's
know.
You don't know either.
It's a
So
front.
there might- there-
It is.
There
what
might
it
be a
is.
future
That's what it
episode.
is.
A front to me would be like you putting on something that isn't you. That would be the front.
Can we all agree right now that my man Jared right here is just one of a kind?
Jared is definitely one of a kind.
All right, let's end
I
it on
don't
this.
know what
Let's-
kind
let's-
that is.
Let's
No
end it-
comment.
Different kind.
He's special.
That is a different kind.
Let's end it right there.
just saying.
Okay. All right. Now. Woo. I am sorry.
Is that all?
I'm sorry. I'm
Because
sorry.
An episode of
'cause I'm
Springer.
hungry.
So
We appreciate everybody who stuck with us this long and watched this whole thing.
obviously, feel
Any-
free to email.
I need a Whopper
message, comment.
with cheese.
Get a triple,
Any-
girl.
bacon.
Let
Get
us
a
know.
triple one with
Any-
Think
cheese,
of these
girl.
subjects.
Make sure you get some extra fries, girl.
Any quick last minute things? Like any plugs?
Are we really trying to offer that?
No,
We
just
should
end
probably
it.
just go ahead and end.
Just end
Well,
this
we
shit.
want to thank you all for watching and tuning in. It's been fun.
This was
Fun's
Gang,
the word,
gang.
right?
Gang,
Very
gang.
fun. All right. Thanks for everybody who support us and watch us. And if you don't fuck with us, oh well, we still gonna take off. This is Takeoff Anytime Podcast. Thank you. Good night.